So, if you guys are ready, we can begin.
Wait.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Never mind, we're not starting. We're not, well, yes.
Hold on!
Angry told me to wait.
This is the wrong face. Whose face am I wearing? Oh, okay, this one.
All right, so are we ready?
ready.
Are we ready then?
Yes. Yes.
Is everybody
Getting
in
ready.
the
Born ready.
roll 20? Flip, you
I'm
need to
loading
be
in
in
it
the
right
roll 20.
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
doke.
I'm loading right now.
Your
It
mom?
was a wrong character.
Okay. Anyways, so last time we were playing, you guys, Rosalind and Gabriella, you guys both came into town. You were delivering rations to the guards, and you heard a bunch of rumblings outside the gate. Galax got to meet Rosalind and Gabriella right before they delivered their rations, and you guys had to go and help the guard captain deal with some goblins that had broken over the walls. The wall was crumbled when you guys got there. Upon reaching the farms that were being attacked by the goblins, you guys met Hana, which is Kyo's character, a small fairy that just kind of is kind of mute. We don't really know that. They're kind of mute. They don't talk a lot. And you guys defeated the goblin threat to the farms of Groveland, and upon the threat being defeated, Rainer, the guard captain, took you guys back, rewarded you for your efforts to protect the area. They gave 3 months off of taxes for Rosalind and Gabriella and their families. They gave Galax lessened community service and information, and then I don't think they gave anything to Hana, just in exchange of funds. So there was that. Hana wanted some copper for some reason. And then upon leaving the courthouse, or whatever you want to call the higher building in the land, you guys were stopped by a tabaxi that was cloaked, asking for help to find their child or their kid or their younger person. Something. You guys agreed to help them. Snow then continued to tell you all that they are tracking the goblins that attacked the farms back to the Yawning Cave, because this isn't the first attack. This is about the third or fourth attack on the land. So you guys went. You got some provisions and supplies from the blacksmith. Hana picked up some copper balls. I don't know if you wrote them down yet, but make sure you write those down.
I got 120, I believe.
You got 240.
240.
Yes. You got 240, I believe. And then you guys rested up at the inn. By the way, make sure that you take rations off Kyo and Angry, because you guys did not eat, so I'm assuming you guys ate out of the rations. So make sure to take that off. And you guys traveled out, and we ended at the mouth of the Yawning Cave. So, when you guys approached this cave, it was a big stone dragon's head, it looked like, coming up out of the land. And when you guys approached it, all you heard was the signature of the cave. Like, it sounds like there's wind rushing out, and it sounds like a giant maw just yawning, and that's where it gets its name. There's two stalactites coming down from the ceiling at the mouth of the cave, looking like giant fangs going down to the ground. They don't quite touch the ground yet, but they are very long, and it looks like if they were just given a few more years, that they would completely connect and just become pillars to support the ceiling up. There are two giant ridges above the cave with fires lit in them to deter anybody from coming in, lit by the residents of the cave. And there are also wooden palisades and barricades just right outside with a sign with a human drawn on it very crudely with a circle and a cross through the circles, trying to persuade anybody that might think of coming in to be like, hey, we don't really like humans here. Can you please leave? And that is where we left off. So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to walk up, just away from the group, up to the stalactite and just look up.
You
What
lick
does it
it?
taste like?
Is she tall
You
enough to
lick it?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick.
first roll.
Collapse into her.
Attack with the mouth.
Roll me a
Isn't that
d20
just
real
called
quick.
eating?
17. Do I add anything or?
No. So 17. All right. All right.
No, sweetheart, don't. Oh God.
Do I taste anything?
As you put your tongue to the pillar, you taste like a wet, slimy substance on it. It kind of tastes like algae. I'm assuming that you've tasted random shit just in the environment before, so you can tell it tastes like algae and just kind of mildewy as you lick up it. But you also get a few sediments of gravelly substance in your mouth as well. It just tastes like a normal rock, you know, everyday rock. Nothing else other than that. It tastes very aged and like kind of acrid to your mouth though.
Should you be really letting her put things in her mouth, Tabaxi?
Damp.
That. Why is it my job? It's fine. It's rock. If anything, it's good mineral for her.
I don't think.
Do I notice? Do I notice anything different from the last time that I was here? Like any different sounds, or like is there?
There's no different sounds. You hear the faint like in the background, like of them just like talking to each other, rambling on in the caves, and
The Charlie Brown talking.
yeah. And then of course you hear the like every few minutes you guys just hear the wind rushing out, and as
you're
it
hearing goblins.
yes, you're hearing goblins in the background, just like little chittering. What you heard at the farm, it's the same language, you can tell for sure, but you can't tell if it's the same type of being. You can tell you can realize it's the same language though. And as the wind rushes out of the cave, it fills your guys' nostrils with the scent of just absolute rotting flesh. Like something in there has been left to die for a long time, and it's been kind of baked into the freaking walls, and it's not getting out anytime soon.
I'm regretting my culinary decision.
I would like to check the entrance for traps.
All right, roll me a investigation check.
8.
You don't seem to see any traps. You see like some markings on the wall of scratches that were left there. Could have been by animals coming up, or like them just dragging stuff along the wall as they leave. But it doesn't appear to be trapped in any way.
I would like to enter the mouth of the cave.
All right, so Snow is the first one to enter. And we'll go ahead and go to the map. As you enter, you enter this big, empty, open space here. There's not much to be said. It looks just like a normal cave. There's a few stalagmites coming up out of the ground. You see one pillar on the back wall there. But other than that, you just see 3 pathways leading out of this room to just, you know, like get around to the other chambers of the cave, it seems. And let me go ahead and move you guys onto this map now.
Oh, I was like, I did refresh because I was like, I'm not in.
As Snow's walking by, can I kind of just hold up my hand?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're welcome to hold up your hand.
Guys, this is a huge cave. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had to zoom out almost to max.
I had to zoom out because it was completely black. I'm like, and then I found the cave all the way at the bottom. I'm
Yep.
like, oh, there it is.
So, as you walk in, you do notice a few paintings on the wall, very crude. They look like straight up Cro-Magnon was living in this cave, it seems, like ancient humans before the time that the current residents took up living here. There's a couple depictions of like man with a spear, what looks like throwing it at giant figures of a lion, which are weird because a normal lion depiction is like about the size of a human, but this one covers like the rest of the wall.
As Snow walks by and doesn't grab my hand, I kind of look back at Galax and
Oh no, what have I created? Oh no, what have I done?
Galax, will you take my hand?
Small child, I'm gonna pull on
You're gonna
your
rip
arm,
my
and you're
arm
not
out.
actually gonna be walking, but you think you are. Like you're 'cause
running in
I'm-
midair.
Like
Yeah.
a dog when you pull them out of water, they still paddle.
That's literally small child, and I'm holding like you by the forearm at this
Okay.
point. Just
Question.
there.
Oh,
Yes,
I was gonna.
Rosalind.
Is this cave like so? There was only 2 lights at the entrance. Is the rest of the cave lit, or is it?
The rest of the cave has a couple like torches and lanterns about, but it's very dim light. It's not like bright that you would need to that you would be able to see clearly in all of it. So you will have like some sort of vision deficit due to it, but there
Can
is
me
lighting
and
around.
Galaxy though.
Yes,
Is
you
dark
guys
vision?
have dark vision. So within 60 feet of you, you can see dim light, I believe, and within 30 feet you can see it as if it were a bright light. But you don't see colors in darkness. You would only see black and whites.
Shades of
taste
gray.
I
As
taste-
Galax picks me up, can I make an acrobatics to kind of like does anyone remember how Legolas got up on the
The orc? The Urukai?
the elephant thing the one time
Oh.
where like swung
Oh,
up
yeah.
and around
Yeah.
and then like got on
Yeah.
top? Can I kind of use it to like go up and around and like get on top of his shoulders with my legs?
Sure. Are you helping him with this, Angry, or are you? I mean,
Sure,
Galax,
I'll
or are you
allow
just kind
it.
of letting it?
Uh,
Okay, so roll.
Uh,
Go ahead
I
and
will
roll with
allow this.
advantage. He's gonna like try and give you momentum as you go around.
I'd kind of like to go up and then like land on his shoulders and ready my crossbow.
All right, roll me an acrobatics check. With advantage. With
Uh,
advantage.
That's a first one is a 6.
All right, roll again.
It's a 5. So a 6 plus 6 is a 12.
So you do manage to get up there, but as you are like turning around and like getting tossed up, he kind of has to like adjust and catch you on his shoulders rather than you landing perfectly. So it's not quite as graceful as you were hoping, but overall you do get on top of him.
In my mind, I still nail it. I'm gonna pull
Not
my
really
crossbow out
necessary.
and put a bolt in and just.
All right. So
Okay, then, little one.
you guys don't see any like goblin figures yet coming out of the woodworks, but as you guys are sitting here in the cave just kind of like looking around trying to scope out the situation, you do hear like like coming from the right side passage as you're looking at the back wall here.
Oh, we do hear it from the
You
right
do
side?
hear it coming from the right right now.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to stealth over to like here, right at the side of the the right opening
at the corner,
hallway
at the mouth
pathway.
of this at the mouth of this hallway essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
I pat Galax kind of on his chest platey armor of skin that he has, I'm sure, because he's a little dragon boy. I kind of pat.
Bit touchy-feely today, aren't we?
I pat him twice and I go, wait.
As you get to that corner, you see that there's a hallway that spans a couple, like, maybe about 30-40 feet, but it kind of turns and curves in and on itself, so you can't see too far. You can't see into the next room quite yet, but you do keep hearing them, and you're hearing, like, some shifting around. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check real quick.
That's what I was gonna say. I was ready for that. Why did I roll a 4 again? But that's a 12 because I have good
Alright.
stealth.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me check right quick. So you don't think that you made any noise because they aren't making like any aggressive chants or any noises to alert to you, but you do hear some shuffling as they are like moving around in the cave ahead of you. But ultimately, you think you're pretty hidden. You know, you're pretty safe. Nothing is coming down the hallway to investigate or anything.
I have a question quickly.
Yes, Galax.
Do I still have my giant hyena?
Yes, you would still have your giant hyena at this point.
Yes!
So make sure
Okay.
to have that stat sheet up.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah. I need to do that.
touch the bolt in my crossbow. I'm going while I'm on top of Galax, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I I close my eyes and start to wave my fingers around a little bit, and I softly touch the tip of the bolt that I have loaded in my crossbow, and I give it light.
Okay. So now you have a light arrow essentially. It doesn't do any more
Additional
damage,
but
but
it does
it is
20-foot light radius.
yes, it sheds light, and I believe it's in a 30-foot radius.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine
Yeah.
says 20, but if you're down
Oh,
for 30,
if it's
I'm down
20,
for
then
30.
it's 20. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're down for it, I'd like to have it, like,
rules are
But if
rules
you're
are rules are
down-
rules are rules. So yeah,
Uh,
you do see bright light kind of fill in the room.
Oh,
Still nothing?
it's sorry. It's bright light for 20 radius and
Okay.
an additional dim light for an additional 20 after.
Okay, so 40 total seeable light. But it as this bright light kind of fills around you, it lights up the painting a little more, but nothing changes. You see a little bit of a weird ooze coming out of the wall to the left of you, but the mural on the right, nothing changes really much at all about it.
I would like to launch this bolt right here. Basically right where the dark starts.
All right, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check real quick to see if you launch it in the right, like right where you want it,
Can
or
I-
if it's a little off. Yes.
Can I see this happen and sort of aim her towards and angle her as an for support?
Nice, because I don't want to
Um,
shoot straight. I want to shoot a little angled.
I mean, yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me with advantage, I guess.
It's a 4.
Oh no, I have cursed.
11.
The campaign
11?
with fours.
What's your
Plus-
dexterity?
Plus 4, so 15.
All right, yeah. So mark again where you were trying to shoot it.
The square right above this one, basically. So like
Okay.
here or wherever.
Hold up.
That's the max of my crossbow, 80. 320 is with disadvantage, right?
All right. So you see it land there and just thump right into the ground, but it brightens up the area, and you hear a little bit of like commotion over there. You hear like what sounds like iron clanging against the stone walls. You know, just. But ultimately, no other noise other than that. It's just an empty room with so far nothing that you can see there.
All right. I just load another bolt. Click.
Wait, not anymore yet.
I'm not
Wait.
going to.
Can I? Oh no, not can I. I am going to walk over to here and sort of peer through this tunnel bit because everyone else has gone the other way, and I want to do my.
Are you still on his shoulders, Hana? Alright.
Mhm. I kind of hunkered down a little to get good balance, and I just.
As you like kind of round this corner, are you trying to do it without being seen, or are you trying to just, you know, peek around?
I'm sort of just. Well.
All right. So
there's no. I'm not trying to be sneaky at all here.
okay, as you turn around this corner, you kind of peek across, and as you peer into the room, there's not much of import. This is a storage room that they've been using to hold all the stuff that they gather from their raids and stuff. You do see one chest and like a hunched figure over the chest, like messing with it. And you hear just a faint whisper, just like sounds of frustration, like as he's like messing with the chest down below. Along the sides, you just see a couple shelves with like what looks like pots, a couple of like weird flasks that are on the sides, some sacks and crates and what just look like grains and other foodstuffs.
Okay. So there's a figure.
There is a
must be
figure.
with a chest.
There's a figure hunched over a chest, and it looks like he's just like finicky with it, and he seems really frustrated at it. So he's like, you can see by his body movements that he's just like, you know, like really getting agitated and trying to like jab at the chest a little more and more. So he's not noticing you though, because he's very encapsulated by what he is doing.
Do you want to go and scare him, little one?
Do I?
So what I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go... And my hyena is going to basically just sprint into the room.
All right,
I-
go ahead and
I kinked, by the way. I clicked.
is your wait you launched the bolt at him? Okay, you roll me an attack roll real
My
quick.
hyena!
You roll me an attack roll real quick, Hana, and then I need you to just like what are you doing with the hyena?
The hyena's sort of just gonna jump at him. Whether it lands or does anything, I don't know. Sort of just to pin him down so he won't move.
All right, so I will give Kyo the first attack since it is faster than the hyena. So what did you roll on your attack roll?
A 4. Do I add my dex?
You were shooting with your crossbow?
Crossbow. Yeah.
So it would
There
be
should
your
be-
dex and proficiency, which would be +6, I believe, total. So 10.
Plus 6 total? 10. Okay,
Yeah.
10.
You shoot, but it like as you're like balancing on Galax's shoulders, he also was pointing to get the hyena to kind of go over, so you kind of lose your footing a little bit and kind of miss your shot, and it goes and digs into the stone wall right above their shoulder, and they notice it and they turn around. As they turn around, the hyena starts pouncing onto the cloaked figure. I need you to roll me an attack roll for your hyena real quick, Galax.
Yes, can do. Oh, I need the sheet up. Hold up. Would this be Dex?
It would be so it would be the hyena's attack bonus because it is proficient. So whatever attack it has, it should also say the bonus to hit. Since it is just a pounce, it would
Plus
be the same.
5, yes.
All right, and then what would
Let's
the
go.
roll be?
A 4. Tell me it's a 4, like all of the other ones.
Natural 1.
Oh, even better!
So the hyena pounces at him and is like ready to attack, but after being alerted by the arrow and turning around just in time, he like jumps and slides under and kind of like brings his knife up to try and get a little nick into the hyena as well. And he's
Wait,
going to make... Yes?
I have a question. These were surprise attacks?
Mhm.
Did everybody
The
roll
bow-
advantage?
The arrow, like the crossbow, was a surprise attack. I was gonna roll you initiative afterwards.
No. Did they roll advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
For surprise?
So the
Okay.
hyena won't be advantage, but the crossbow would be advantage. But
Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah, I just
So,
wanted to.
whoops.
I just remembered that.
yeah. But it's already done. So whoopsies, whoopsie poopsies.
It's okay.
Wait.
He will roll to attack your hyena. He rolled a 17. Does that hit?
What hit my hyena?
Yes.
What, 17?
Yes. 17 plus 4,
Yes,
so
it did
21.
hit.
All right.
Yes.
And your hyena will take, holy crap, 8 damage where he's just like slicing down the middle of the hyena as he slides past. And he
Freaking
steps,
gutted him, dude.
and he like freaking just stands up with his like knife ready, and you see it as his cloak falls back off of his shoulders. It is exactly the same beings as we're attacking the farm, and you kind of notice something, and you kind of have this little moment where you like look at each other, and he sparks in his mind, and he starts like shivering again. This is the same exact goblin that you frightened so bad that he straight up just took off bolting. So like he's
wow.
just shivering there a little bit.
Looks like everything comes back around, my friend.
And
And
with
I'm gonna
that,
pull out my hammer.
who
And go, let's dance.
go ahead and roll initiative since that is the attack round over. So go ahead and roll me the initiative. And,
No, my triangle.
and I'll go ahead and say, Galax and Hana, you get a turn before everybody else notices and starts coming your way.
Oh, good, because I got a 3.
3.
So are we all rolling initiative?
Yes, if you want to take part in this fight, you can roll initiative, but you don't have to. You can just choose to like
18.
let them do it essentially.
18, baby. Let's go.
So 18. You
That's
got a
for me
3.
and the hyena, right?
What is that with your initiative bonus, Hana? Hana.
Oh, plus 4, so 7.
7 total. All right, so we are going to be doing. Galax, you're first to the party. Did you
All right.
Did you guys want to roll anything to partake in the battle or no?
I rolled a 15. for
Okay,
initiative.
15. So you'll go second next turn. Sounds
I
good.
got a 5.
All right. Sounds good.
I did not roll. I was not gonna.
All right. If
That's
you don't want to
okay.
partake, if you just want to sit back, you can do that as well. Just like wonder what they're doing and stuffs. So, what is your turn, Galax?
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna signal my hyena to come back, just so, you know, I don't want it to die. I saw it just get sliced. I don't want it to die.
Since he is pretty much in the mouth of the doorway, if you signal it to come back, he will get an attack of opportunity because he has to run through the goblin's little area.
Sure, I'm gonna knock him out anyway.
All right, so the goblin will take the attack of opportunity right now, and he only rolled a 4 plus 4, so an 8.
No,
All right.
you ain't touching him, son.
As the goblin tries to take a swing, the hyena just jumps over his blade as he runs back towards you, Galax.
Ha! Nerd miss. My turn, and I'm gonna pull out my hammer. And obviously it's got the attachment. The
Piercing
you
attachment,
provided
yeah.
it with. Yes. And I'm just gonna go. I'm literally just gonna look at him and go, "Remember me?" and then just swing.
All right,
Like,
go ahead and
at
roll
his
me
head.
an attack roll.
I've gone onto the wrong. Hold on, I've gone onto the wrong.
Should I roll to hang on or roll to jump off?
Yes. So if you're jumping off, you should roll acrobatics. If you're hanging on, just roll me a strength check.
I was gonna jump off, but I don't know how you want to do that. Like if it's in between turns ish.
You can use your reaction to jump off.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Come on. It's on my freaking keyboard. Okay, come on. 12. Okay, plus 6.
12.
18.
18. You flawlessly jump off, and you like kind of do a little turnaround as you like see who's coming to help, and you just see everybody just sitting there looking at you guys like kind of perplexed as to why you're making this commotion in the cave that we don't even know what is lurking behind these walls yet. And then you, as you finish your 360, you land on the ground just ready to fire back at the goblin.
I got a 17.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Yes. What do I get on it again? I forget. Oh, God.
Your damage roll is your. So the hammer is the light hammer, which I believe is a D4.
D4 plus 2, yes.
Plus 2, so yes, and that'll be piercing damage since you have the head equipped.
I'm aiming for his head, so do I? Does it? Maybe
No.
give me disadvantage or
It doesn't.
something?
It doesn't
No?
give you an advantage or disadvantage just to aim for someplace. Yes.
4 plus 2, 6. Haha.
6. So as you take it and you smash it against his head, you can see like it go in for a little bit, and then as he like recoils it, it falls out. But he's still standing. He's really rattled and kind of just like trying to gather himself. But he's still standing there, bleeding profusely from one side of his face, blood dripping down. And as you do that, he like just kind of blindly swings with both of his weapons, trying to hit at anything that he can. So he's gonna go ahead and make an attack on you, but he's gonna make that with disadvantage since he is kind of down an eye now. So 9 to hit. I don't believe that hits you. He doesn't. He's like blindly swinging at you, but like with no eye, and his depth perception's a little off, and you're already in a dark cave with little to no light. You just can easily kind of dodge him out of the way, kind of like when you're backed up in a corner in a boxing match. You just kind of like dodge out of the way of the blades easily enough. And with that,
This is
Hana.
lovely trading.
And with that, Hana, it is your turn.
So I jump off and kind of land gracefully, and as I turn around, I stare at this goblin. I look at him with this thirst of blood in my eyes, and I get this devilish grin across my face, the same I had as I was feasting on his brother or sister or whoever it was in the barn. And I stow my crossbow, and I let out this hideous shriek as I ready my scimitar to my hand. It just poofs into my right hand.
Yes.
I am going to run straight in 5, 10, 15,
And then you can take a diagonal there if you
20.
want.
Alright.
Yeah.
And I am going to swing.
All right.
I'm just going to swing the
Roll me attack.
You'll simi swing. Alright. 8.
8 plus what?
Plus
You can add your dex or strength to
finesse,
that.
so
So you can
12.
add a total
Yeah.
of 6 because you have proficiency, so that would be 14.
Okay. Wait, where
Yeah.
does the other 2 come from?
The 2 is your proficiency bonus. You're proficient in all martial and melee weapons since you're a fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is. Yeah.
So you swing, and that's just enough. And you just swing down as you're running at him, and it just completely just slices the rest of the top of his head off, and it just opens his cranium as it falls onto the floor, and you just see like the brain just kind of leak out as he falls down with it shortly after, and he is
Good job,
dead.
little one.
Um,
Yes.
I need
I quickly
to
jump to the brain to take a little nibble.
Oh my god.
Oh my
so
God.
that encounter is done. You guys are already out of initiative on that little fight there. The goblin didn't put up much
Yes!
fight.
You have to realize I'm a fairy, and in the wild, brains are like
A
the bee's
delicacy.
knees.
Enjoy your
Yeah.
feast, little one. I'm gonna go and look at said chest. How big is this chest?
Yes,
Do we-
Gabriella.
does Rosalind and I here like enjoy your feast, little one?
Make sure to move your characters wherever you are at the time when you're talking as well, just so we can be sure like where.
Yeah,
everybody is.
no, we're still at the entrance because we
Okay.
have it didn't even reach us yet.
Yeah, I know, but you're out of
whatever.
initiative, so you can walk around.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm just gonna come around this corner. And be like,
We should probably go join.
Galax, the chest is wider than you. It's probably about 3 feet wide in total and maybe 1.5 feet up off the ground. But it's more of a trunk than a chest, but it does have a lock mechanism on it. It's not really a padlock. It looks like it's an inside locking mechanism that requires a key. And as you look back at the goblin, you can see that he did have like a lockpick set hanging off of him. And it seems that he was trying to open the chest and he just couldn't get it open. And it's just sitting there.
Oh.
As you look at it, it does have the very common iron trim around the box with studs going into it. And you can now see the rest of the room as well, along with the shelves right around in the corner that you couldn't see around the hallway. There are like bigger boxes and bigger crates sitting there, and there's a couple paintings and portraits along the other wall that you couldn't see beforehand.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, and my hyena is gonna go and search in those boxes.
In the
If
bigger
that's
crates?
okay.
All
And
right.
the other crates while I try and figure out this box, this chest. I need to figure it out.
Question.
Yes.
Can I use? I can't pronounce this. Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Yes. Can I use that to unlock the chest?
No, there's like an actual like unlock spell.
Well, it says unlock doors, so I didn't know if that counted.
Yeah. So for doors it is different from chests, I will
Okay.
say, just because like I feel like, chests can hold like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
Like
my
for
God, I think-
dramatic,
Just wanted
for
to
like
check.
dramatic effect, you could like make all the doors open
Yeah.
or something.
And plus, I
Yeah.
think it's like,
Okay.
like easy knobs.
Yeah, like a
and stuff
simple
to
lock, not
open.
a complex
Yeah.
inside with a bunch of what's it called?
Stuff like you were
floaty
inside
things.
a tavern, you could do it. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Pins.
Okay.
may I inspect the lock?
Is Galax already looking at the box?
Hold on, I found the chest. Okay.
Do you
just
need
wait.
help? I'm very
Um,
skilled at opening locks. I have the
eating the
right tools,
brains.
and I'll hold
I
my
have my
tools.
fists.
But
I
what
have
about
my
like
fists.
I have tools, and I'm holding my thieves' tools.
Can I try with the tools, please?
They're really expensive.
why don't you
Fine,
use
I'm
it-
gonna go and take it off the goblin. Give
Okay.
it, come here, and I'm gonna rip. And as I rip, I take his arm, wave the lock and stuff.
Wait,
Yes,
As-
I have stuff.
As you tear the thieves' tools away, they are kind of damaged because you just kind of ripped it off brutally, but you don't notice it. It's just kind of a bend here that isn't supposed to be there before. So they are a little busted up, but you can still use them.
These are
Be really
expensive too.
be really careful. If you break it in the lock, it's a lot harder to get it open.
I hear all the commotion, and I stand up with a small little handful of brains and a little bit still kind of like hanging from my mouth, and I walk over to Galax with my relatively clean hand, not the brain holdy hand. I pat him and I
Yes.
kind
Oh,
of
little one, how are you enjoying your food?
I hold out my hand for like point, kind of gesturing to the lockpick set.
Are you gonna open it for me? Okay, sure. I don't see why not.
I don't think.
And I
Okay, they're
quickly
going through with this.
shove the
Alright.
I like put the rest of the brains
Okay.
on my mouth, and my cheeks are kind of full, but I walk over, kind of very like maybe I've done this before. Maybe why is everyone making such a big deal about this sort of attitude? And as I'm chomping away on the brains, I'm gonna use the lockpick set. Do
Go
I
ahead.
know
Go ahead and
this?
make a. Well, you are not proficient in it, so you don't get to add your proficiency bonus. But go ahead and roll me a thieves'
No.
tools check with
Yeah.
disadvantage because the lockpick
It's
set
fine.
is bent.
Does my
I
hyena
didn't
find
take
anything?
expertise in this or anything, guys. It's fine.
And I use dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you add your dex onto
So
it.
is it +4 or 6?
Plus four, plus
No,
four,
perfect.
because you
Has
have no
my hyena
proficiency.
found anything?
As your hyena tears away the wood in these boxes, it's just slowly a couple of cabbages roll out, along with some potatoes and maybe like a pumpkin or two. But
Ooh.
all around, it looks like it's just edible foodstuffs for the residents of the cave to use as times get tougher. It looks like a stash, so not much of
Yes,
import.
rations.
You do notice like one little flask roll out with it with like a reddish liquid in it, but that's the only thing of import that you can really see.
Can I
You'll
grab
never
the
guess
red
what
flask,
I
please?
rolled.
Go ahead and grab. Yeah, you can grab the potion. What do you roll, Hauna?
A 4.
A 4. That's with the disadvantage, I'm guessing. So as you're messing with it, you notice
Which is an 8. It's an 8, but yeah.
Yeah. As you're messing with it, you hear just a little bit of and you break the tool. But for some reason, the chest slowly opens up. I need you to roll a Constitution saving saving
I was
check
gonna say.
as this green smoke spews out at you along with it.
Mhm.
Stinky.
That's why. Yep. Yep.
It's gonna be 4.
All right.
Again, are your
you
dice
rolling D4
weighted?
right now?
Like,
No, this was a 3 this time, but with my con.
So, Hana, you are going to take 9 points of damage, and it's poison damage. As the vapors enter your lungs, you feel a burning sensation going down your whole track, and it just kind of like sears your lungs, and you can't find yourself to breathe as well. But ultimately, the chest is open, and inside the chest, after the smoke clears out of your whole body, and you're able to breathe and see again, you see just a little dagger that's got a curved blade on the end in a serpentine fashion.
Just to be clear too, we slept last night, right? Long
Yes,
rest
yes,
or
you
whatever.
slept last
Okay.
night, so all
Okay.
your hit points were restored.
Okay. So I kind of
she's not poisoned, is she?
No, she's not poisoned, but
Okay.
it was poison damage. So, but she's not currently poisoned.
Wait, does that count as necrotic?
No, it counts as poison
Oh,
damage.
poison.
Poison.
Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's its own thing. Okay.
Yeah, necrotic and
Um,
poison are different.
And as I'm like getting really messed up by this stuff, I peer inside and I kind of see this dagger, and I go to pick it up, and I think back to long ago when I opened a chest and got poisoned, and think maybe this is trapped too, and I kind of hesitate. I say screw it, and I pick it up anyway.
All right,
So-
you have what is just like a serpentine tongue dagger, a serpent's tongue dagger in your inventory now.
Nah.
It for all intents and purposes right now that you know of, it's just
a
a
dagger.
normal dagger. Just a normal dagger, does normal dagger things, do what the dagger do.
Sick.
Okay. I'm gonna go and grab some of the potatoes and cabbage
All right,
item.
all right, sounds
I
good.
would like to grab some of the rations.
There's no
Are they
rations.
classed- are
There's
they
no
classed as
rations. It's just raw food. There's no rations there.
Grab all the raw food, I guess, if you want, and I can always make food.
Are you a cook?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I can grab as much as you need. I don't mind you. Really up to you.
So are you just fully weighing yourselves down, like on the point,
Not-
like on the brink of it, but not quite over encumbered.
Not fully weight, like enough that you could feed
All right.
this group.
Yeah, so I'll say you pick up Galax. You can probably pick up about 20 to 30 of whatever cabbage, potatoes, stuff like that. that you want.
Yes.
Whereas
Grr.
Rosalind, you can probably pick up about 15 to 25.
May I? I'm gonna go inspect the chest and kind of like tap on the metal bindings and like it.
Do
would
not
I-
bite it.
Would I figure out what kind
Please
of? Like,
don't
is
bite it.
Is this a hard metal?
It's
Like
it's
a
it's an
iron
iron.
cast
It's an
iron thing.
iron metal along the trim of the chest. It's just got rivets put into it. It's quite bland in all things. Like there's nothing very special about the chest. It just shows that it wanted to keep whatever was inside a little safe, but not on the point of like absolutely demolishing the item at the cost of somebody getting it.
I'm gonna walk over to all the people that are carrying and kind of look at them and tug on. I will tug on Gabriella's. Like, are you wearing a dress, kind of
Skirt,
Or-
yes.
skirt? Yeah, like, I'll kind of tug a little and
Oh,
point.
darling, please tell me that isn't the one you use the brains with. Oh, what is
Store.
it, darling?
Store.
I'm
And
sorry.
store.
Store.
I-
Store.
I point at the chest. Hold.
You want me to hold the
And I
contents of the
point
chest
at all
for you?
the stuff that they're holding, because there was only the dagger in there, right?
There was only the dagger. Yes, it was on like a
So, like-
little wooden pedestal, but other than that, the chest is empty.
I'm gonna like point at what they're all holding and then point at the chest.
So you want me to hold on to this dagger for you? No?
I think Hana wants us to put all the food in this chest and then take the chest.
And why are you going to me with this, darling? I can't touch the filth.
I show her the blood on my hands. For no
That's
reason.
nice, dear.
I just kind of start to walk away.
How heavy is this chest? Like, can we
Hana, can you
take
roll
it
me a
with
perception check
us?
as you're leaving the room, the storeroom?
Sure can. You'll
Um,
never guess
Is it a
the
4?
number.
So,
Freaking 4.
It's a 4.
Theo, stop rolling D4s only.
so
D20.
the chest is about the size that you can pick up. There's little handles on the side, so it wouldn't be a one-person job if it was to weigh it down. It would still be pretty heavy. It would take 2 of you on each side lifting to like kind of take it with you guys, but
Okay.
it is able to be moved from place to place.
What if
I'm
we were
rolling
to
it in between. I'm getting different numbers. I don't know what it is.
You're
It's
using
So-
always a
Yeah, don't roll them in between.
So-
I'm so tempted not to.
You
roll
rolled a 4 plus your perception. What was that?
plus my perception,
Cool.
which is -1, so that's gonna be a 3.
So, all right, cool. What are you guys doing now? You guys have 2 paths that you have now to.
what do you mean?
explore.
I cool.
Well, Galax, should we put the food in this chest and take it with us? Or are you just
What?
gonna carry it?
Whatever is easiest.
I
I'm holding.
You guys do have
Like,
backpacks.
everything.
Yeah, I
I-
figured we
I
have
have an idea.
I'm
backpacks.
holding it. Okay.
well, hold on, darling, please, if I may, place it in the chest, and then I'm going to take some rope out of my bag, and then can I wrap it around the chest and then attach it to his hyena?
No.
It'll be fine, darling. Would you rather carry all this? You cannot carry all this food.
He is a friend. He's not a donkey. What do you think this thing is?
You
know what
guys,
this thing is?
Yes, it's a
well, I might have
What
a
is it?
solution.
Say
it's a wolf of sorts.
Well, you could always put some food in it and then leave it at the entrance of the cave, and when we exit, you can just grab it on your way out.
Yes, let's do that. We are not
Let's do
using
that.
my hyena as a.
Oh, fine. I'm used to having pack meals. I thought a pack hyena was a thing.
Pack of hyenas, not pack of hyena.
Unfortunately, his
different, Dalton.
hyena does not seem to be like our
What's
wolf.
the hyena's reaction like?
The hyena's just kind of sitting there, like
He's
looking
fine.
around,
He's absolutely
looking
fine
around,
with
just
it.
kind of crazed look in his eye, like, you know, kind of bleeding from the gash they received earlier, just kind of sitting there like happy as can be, you know, happy hyenas.
If that isn't the face of something that's very happy with his life right now, then I don't know what is.
Could somebody maybe check the hyena and make sure that it's okay medically?
Yes,
You
I will have a
can
look. Give me a second.
roll me an animal handling check real quick.
Who?
Me?
Galax, you said you were checking, right?
Oh,
Yes. I would also like to cast a spell. If this goes well, I'll cast a spell. Haha, poet. A natural 1 again! No!
Oh my god, this is where we
So-
die today.
So you look at the gash just tracing the entire underside of his body, and other than the blood, just looks fine to you. No big problems. It just looks like it was a little road rash to you. You know, like maybe he skid along the floor, caught a stalagmite or something.
It's just a flesh
Can I cast? I'm going to cast Spike. Speak with animals.
All right.
spike with that.
It's a Shayla.
I'm going to try and speak to am I allowed to speak to my hyena?
Yes.
How are you doing, buddy? You did well there. I'm proud.
He
Yes.
just sits there. He got me. Like in the highest pitched voice, like he's like, I heard. I'm not the best right now. Like just laughing all around.
But you're
Oh.
smiling, so that's important. Well done. Yes.
Okay, can I? Okay, I'm gonna do cure wounds on the hyena then.
All right. Go ahead and do you let her cure the hyena's wounds, Galax, or
Do I know of the spell that she's trying to perform?
you don't know what she's doing? You just see her casting a spell right now.
Okay, can I and I know this sounds weird, but can I do a check to see what spell she
Roll
I don't know
me
what spell she's doing.
roll me
I
Arcana.
might not.
roll me an Arcana check real quick.
Little do they know I've split away from the group to grab my light bolt.
I just crashed. Is it
Yes!
Yeah.
Natural 20! Yes!
Natural 20. So you see it, and you've seen this before from other people that have like you've been around as you're traveling. You can tell that it's not a dangerous spell per se, that it might help, it might just be neutral or just all around just have no effect upon the creature. But you know that it's not inherently dangerous. Okay, so Hana,
Okay.
as you went to go grab your light arrow. All right.
Someone help me. I don't know what I'm. So
The
I
little-
do
You roll. Are you using healing? What spell are you using?
She said cure
Cure
wounds, so
Which
it's
I
a
believe
D8.
is D8. Yeah.
I did a D8, but then it says plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah. So
yeah, so
your
that's your wisdom.
your spell
Yeah, that's my
modifier
wisdom.
should be on your D&D Beyond if you go under spells.
It's whatever your plus in wisdom is. As you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Then
that's like
8.
an addition.
So 8
Yeah.
total. So
Yeah.
it heals all the way back up, like the wound closes and the blood kind of dries up, but it still has a red mark across its chest because he still has a little bit of roughness on him, but it's not too serious anymore.
A
Hana,
battle wound!
As you
Gorgeous.
as you're going to get your arrow that's stuck into the ground, you enter this giant room, and it's very much like inhabited by a bunch of goblins, but they heard you guys earlier making all this ruckus, killing another goblin, and then all of a sudden, you know, they heard the and like all this gas being emitted and the hyena laughing echoing off the walls. So they're there and they were prepared for you to turn that corner, and immediately as you turn that corner, they launch 3 different arrows at you.
Oh no!
So let me go ahead and do that. Oh no! No! So one's an 11 that gets up to a 15. So that doesn't hit, but the other 2 are nat 20s.
2 nat 20s?
Cool.
Oh my god!
Well,
So
Guys, I'm gonna die.
that is
No, you're not. You're fine.
a total of 12 plus 5, 17 plus 4, so 21 damage.
Oh, guess how much health I have?
21, don't you?
Yep.
So you guys as you guys are like arguing about whether the hyena's fine, and all of a sudden all you hear is ah! And then and you hear one just impact the wall, just right into the wall, and that's all you hear. You just hear silence afterwards.
Yeah, there's to impact my freaking dome.
And now
I would like
Hana,
to do
you are on the
something, if
ground.
That's okay. I'm going.
And I would like all of you to roll initiative now.
Yeah.
Can I quickly take something out of my bag?
Ooh.
Sure. Quickly take something out of your
Thank
bag.
you.
A 20 for my initiative.
20 to 25.
14.
20 to 25 is
20.
Oh my god.
all right, beautiful. So Snow
Do I
is first.
still roll or no? Do you want me to? or no?
You still roll in case you get up during the combat. Speaking of which, I need to
Oh my.
loop this. Okay, there we go.
What did you get, Tia?
1.
You got a 1?
All
I
right,
got
so
7, which guess what it is?
so 20 to 25, Snow is first. What about 15 to 20? Anybody?
I am 14.
So 10 to
Not
15,
yet.
you are
I'm also 14. No,
You
no,
guys
sorry,
are-
I'm 17. I forgot to add.
You're
I'm so-
17?
I'm-
You're
I'm-
17.
Yeah, I'm 17. I forgot to add.
okay. So Gabriella,
The foundation of D&D I
Rosalind.
forgot to do is
Yeah.
Galax, what did you get?
Math.
I got a natural 1.
And wait, you guys both got nat ones?
So-
I would like to point out that I got another giant hyena.
You,
I
oh,
have
you
two.
you rolled another
That was my
hyena out of the
7.
bag?
My 7 was the giant hyena again.
Okay,
So now
okay.
I have 2.
You have 2 hyenas out on the field right now.
Hog.
All
An
right.
army.
All right. So we start our turn with Snow. What do you do?
Okay. So I know that they're from like this area, right?
You heard it coming from the northern region of the cave. Yes, the northern pathway.
I would like to sprint
All right.
my 30 feet, so that'll bring me here.
All right. All right.
What do I see?
As you sprint there, you see them back in the back of the cave. 2 of them are on both sides. You see a couple of like cages that look like very small box cages and a couple of manacles up against the wall. And you see a man chained up against the wall, like looking dejected and like, you know, kind of starved. It looks like he's been there for a while, has been growing a scraggly beard. And then you also see one goblin that was closer, up on top of you guys right here.
Perfect. I can make it to him. So I'm going to use my special ability
Mm-hmm.
that I can move double my distance.
Yeah, you have to
And-
backsee a double thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The feline agility.
Okay.
And pull out my 2 daggers. I'll make it right up to this guy. And double attack. So I have attack him twice.
All right, go ahead and roll me attacks.
Let's go.
So this is dagger 1.
That was so unfortunate. They both rolled crits, dude.
Ooh,
It
that's
happens,
really
it
good.
happens.
21 and 20.
21 and 20. Those both hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
I've just realized what I can do. Haha.
15 points of damage.
All right,
Total.
so as you're running up, like kind of, you know, running with your hands behind your
Naruto.
back, Naruto style, you just get up.
Naruto, yeah.
You just get up and you slice and cross both your arms. And for a second, he just looks at you like grimacing, and then he starts bleeding from his throat, and his head leans back. It doesn't fall off all the way, but his head leans back, and he just starts spraying blood out as he falls down to the ground. And that guy is,
Wow.
that goblin is now already dead.
He's as dead as I am.
And
No.
is that your whole turn?
I'm pretty sure that's yeah, because it's my first attack is my action, and then
Your second
for
was your
as a
bonus.
bonus action, it's the 2-weapon fighting.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. So, Gabriella, it is now your turn. What do you do?
All right, Gabrielle's gonna pull out her longbow. Well, it's already kind of ready armed, and aim for the one way over there.
All right. That is 80 feet, so you're
Yeah.
good to go. Go ahead.
All right.
Don't miss this time. Don't
Oh.
miss.
Darling, I hit what I want.
That's the worrying part.
Damn it.
What did you roll? No, I don't like
5.
the sound of that. A 5 plus what?
Just
Nope,
sticks right into my
total.
body.
It was a 2 originally.
No, you have like a +7 to your longbow.
Wait, no. Oh, I'm looking at my wrong freaking sheet. Hello? Confused. I was so confused. Well, either way, I'm pretty sure it doesn't pierce her armor.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't. It
Yeah.
just kind of, as it's
Oh, yeah, no,
flying,
fine.
it scrapes off of one of the wall and deflects and goes and lands in between them, kind of above where the manacled man is. Not like right above him, but you know, off to the side above where the manacled man was.
Did you hit anyone?
I was aiming for the manacle, but I didn't want it to ricochet and hit him in the head, darling.
Don't know what you're on about. I can't see a thing.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Hide in shame. I'm going to just position a little bit.
Dude, the princess can't hit a shot. No freaking surprise there.
Hey, guess who's dead? Who are you, dead body?
Speak again, please. Oh wait.
Oh wait, you can.
You're choking on your blood.
All right,
Question.
Whatever,
I have
shelter.
a question.
Yeah.
How much did my hyena get healed? Did it heal back to full?
It got healed by 8, so it's 1 away
It
from
got
full.
damaged by 8. Perfect.
Oh, I thought
Yes.
it got damaged by 9. I thought, or did it get
Yeah,
damaged?
damaged
By,
by-
it was 8.
Can
Okay.
It was
Okay.
damaged by 9, healed by 8, so it's down 1.
Okay.
Ah, okay. No
Can I
worries.
do
Either
special
way, it's
cover,
fine. It's fine.
Around right here.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sweet.
And is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah.
With that, Rosalind, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna move my full movement and go here.
All right.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds again.
All right. Go
On
ahead
Hana.
and go ahead and cast that for me. Roll the healing.
What did she? I couldn't hear. What is she casting?
She casted Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Okay. 5 plus 4.
5 plus 4.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 9 total healing. As you touch Hana, you can kind of see like the blood just hemorrhaging out of her body, kind of slow the rate, and her wounds begin to close, and she's stabilizing, and she is able to get back up, but she is prone right now. And Hana, you do take a point of exhaustion, so remember that.
What is that?
1 exhaustion point, I believe, is disadvantage on skill checks, ability checks.
Where do I do that though?
Oh, you just you gotta remember it. I don't think there's an
Like your
exhaustion
brain.
point in D&D.
Yeah, under condition,
Oh, there
at
is?
the very bottom, you
Okay.
can add points of exhaustion.
Okay, doke.
Under. Where?
So
Oh,
it should be right
conditions.
under your hit
Conditions.
point.
Points
You hit
of
conditions and then-
exhaustion 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that ever go away?
When you take a long rest and you fed yourself during that long rest, it will go away.
Quick, eat.
So it won't go away until you rest later in the
Yeah.
day. All right. Is there anything else you're gonna do, Rosalind, or no? I believe you have your bonus action left, and that's it.
Okay. I guess I'll just ready an action with my shield. If they go to attack Hana,
All right.
I'll get ready to deflect.
All right. So you are standing in front of Hana, like providing cover. I'll say you provide full cover for Hana if they decide to go after her again.
Okay.
So I'll just put you here just to make it simpler. So with that, it is the goblin's turn, and they saw this tabaxi just come bolting out of nowhere and slice open the throat of their friend. So they both just draw instantly from their short bows and just launch more arrows towards you. They're gonna make 2 attacks on you, and that is a 14 and a 12. Neither of
They
them hit.
both don't.
So as you see them starting to draw, you quickly grab the goblin before he falls down, and you kind of put him in front of you and catch both the arrows in the back of the goblin and throw him to the side. And with that, they will both kind of start to approach, but not use their full movement to approach towards the tabaxi. And now it is Galax's turn.
Okay.
You're
to...
way out of the fight.
I am going to cast Wild Shape. Yes.
All right. What shape are you taking?
I'm going to turn into a giant hyena.
It's just a hyena
I
pack.
should have seen this.
The hyenas are
The
here.
pack. The wolf
Three
pack.
hyenas.
Can I be more of an alpha looking
So,
hyena? Does that make sense?
As you turn into
Like
the
a
hyenas,
dire.
the other hyenas are yellow with black spots around them. But as you turn in, you see your form take on a more bulkier, muscled form. And instead of the average yellow, you have an oranges, and your mane is just straight up and like a mohawk coming down your back.
It's a Chadina.
And I'm assuming that my spell from earlier is still working, speak with animals. So
Yes.
they will understand what I'm saying. I'm like, boys, there's a fight to be had. Let's go.
Alright.
And I believe I can move more now. I believe.
Hyena's
As a hyena.
distance, I think, is still 30.
Speed 50.
Oh, it's 50 for a hyena? All right.
It's a giant hyena, so it's 50.
All right. Take your
Big
movement
brain.
then.
Okay, I can move 50. I'm gonna be in the fight, people. Don't worry. Hold on. Okay.
So that's 40 to get across to there. But then you would have to take different movement. Are your hyena? Are your hyenas right behind you?
Hyena.
Yes.
All right. Just making sure.
I see this giant hyena. It's like, what in the bloody hell is this?
I'm going to move to there, 10 feet to the left, like right against the wall.
All right, and all the hyenas just kind of press up with you, kind of in a straight line along this wall, trying to like mother duck, trying to mimic you exactly. And
I'm
is
just gonna
there?
roar. Can I just roar?
As
Intimidation.
yeah, you can roar, but it echoes along the walls. But it seems like the goblins aren't really phased by it, because they hear roars on the occasion out here, along with some sounds that they typically hear further deeper in the cave. So they aren't really phased by it. They instead just kind of look as if like trying to make sure that nothing is coming their way. But they're still very focused on getting to the tabaxi.
We are gonna all
And
start laughing maniacally.
and with that, Hana, it is your turn.
I am going to, as I slowly start to come back to life, I'm gonna.
You are still prone, so you will have to stand up.
All right. I'm gonna wake back up, and as I see Rosalind kind of protecting me and shielding me and realizing what happened, I get into this fit of rage again, and I let out this shriek. I just kind of and I get up and I stand up. I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I kind of let this light shine down, and I kind of wipe myself really quick, and I'm going to use my heal, my
Alright.
1d10 plus
Yeah.
4 as a bonus.
Yeah, second win. Alright.
That is a 9.
All right, so you heal up for 9. You guys all in the vicinity just see this light shine down through the cave ceiling for some reason and just bathe Hana in it. And you see her blood magically start like sucking back into her, and her wounds close up a little more.
And I continue shrieking. I'm just losing it. I'm absolutely enraged as both of my hands start to glow, and they start to take on this reddish form, and you hear me muttering in Fey, in like my native tongue.
Mm-hmm. Yours
And,
would be either Celestial or Elvish, so one of those.
I'll do Celestial. Yeah,
All
I'll do
right,
Celestial.
so Gabriella, you will be able to understand
Yeah.
this.
Me
I was about
too.
to say.
Oh yeah. Azzy will be able to understand it as well.
My eyes start to glow red, and I'm gonna do action surge.
All right.
So I'm gonna basically attack twice. I'm gonna cast 2 fire bolts, 1 at each, and I'm just gonna scream as I shoot out both.
Firebolt's
towards,
a ranged attack, right?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll me attack.
So yeah, I am absolutely losing my stuff. Alright, and I do disadvantage on both? or
No, not on attack rolls. Second level is disadvantage on attack rolls. First level is only ability checks, I believe.
Okay. It was an 8 and a 12 for each. So
Is that with the
plus
bonuses?
4, so 12 and 16.
12 and 16. Which one did you aim at first?
I'll say my 12. Is this my 12 with my left hand? and my
The first
16
one will
with
be
my
your
right?
12. Yes, the 12
Yeah,
will
I
be
was
your
gonna say
left. 16 will be your
12
right.
left and 16 right.
All right. So as you shoot the first one, like reaching out your arm and extending towards the goblin, he just quickly brings up both of his blades and like makes an X formation and just kind of cuts through the fire and stands there like menacingly. Whereas the second one, like you launch it toward the other goblin and he's distracted by the first one cutting through it and it just hits them full side. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Firebolt is a 1d10. Oh, I got confused. I was like, I just rolled that. That was for my health. 10.
10. As you
yeah.
as
10.
you
No,
hit him at full in the side, he like stands up for a minute and you see his arm is on fire and it slowly just spreads all around and he just starts screaming his head off, just and like dances and falls down and just like curls up trying to like put it out, rolling around frantically, and then all of a sudden he stops and you just see the fire slowly die out and the goblin does not move. He is just charred to a crisp.
Nice.
Anyone hungry?
At least this one's cooked this time.
And I'm just
Got a
gonna
barbecue,
continue to
lads,
kind
let's
of
go.
breathe heavy and like still incredibly enraged, and I'm just staring at this last goblin.
All right, and is that your turn?
That's my turn.
And with that, we go back up to Snow.
I would like to run up, goblin,
All right.
and I'm going to hit him twice.
All right, go ahead and roll me your attack rolls.
Okay, first one is 24,
All right, that hits.
and the second one is only 14.
Only 14. So the first one does hit, the second one does not. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay. 5 damage.
5 damage. You go up and you like plunge one blade in, and as the other one is there, you try to swing at his head. It kind of glances off of his like the side of his head, but doesn't quite get a full strike. But the plunged one into his shoulder, you can see he's like a little staggered by it. He's still standing, and he like grabs onto you while you're plunging it in. And he's just like looking into your eye. He's hurting bad, but his shoulders barely sticking together right now. And is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I don't think I can do anything.
All right, Gabriella, what is your what are you doing on your turn?
Okay,
turn,
I'm
buddy.
going to try again and
We're in the way. Don't let loose.
no, it seems your body's rather prone to arrows, so don't worry, darling. I won't hit you.
I wouldn't trust your word at this point, honestly.
She's gonna move here, and then she's going to fire an arrow right at her. So,
All right, roll me the attack roll.
Alrighty.
Azzy, how much did you heal me for?
I did.
Are you
It was-
okay,
It
Flip?
was 6 plus 4.
Nat 20!
so
Nat
10.
20? Oh my
Yes,
god.
Finally, I'm doing something.
So go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay, so max damage on the first one, right?
Max
Is that
damage
it
on
for
first
you?
one, so the first roll is max damage, so you get 8 plus 3 plus whatever you roll.
Okay, 8 plus 3, so that's already 11. And then this goblin's already damaged from Snow's dagger, right?
Yes.
So with Koloss Slayer, I also get additional 1d8 to roll for that for extra damage.
All right.
So let me roll the
Wait,
one.
did you hit? I missed
Yeah,
it.
he hit a crit. He
He
hit a
got
crit.
nat 20.
Let's go!
Wait, where's
We
my...
hit something! Yes!
I need to kill him later, but I will worry about that another day. Alright.
I'm a hyena, you don't know it's me!
Damn it, that's true. Alright. So that is also... So that's, that 4 and 5. So that's 9 plus 11, so that's
20?
20.
All right,
20
so
damage.
as you reach into your quiver, you accidentally pull out 2 arrows instead. Like you say, fuck it, you knock both of them, kind of like side grip it and let him loose. And just as you let him loose, they soar through the air and pierce both of his eye sockets and go clean through. They don't stick in, they just go clean through and they just fall short of where the manacled man is. And he just falls dead on the floor there.
Does
I
that
don't
take
miss.
us out?
No,
That takes you out of
I-
initiative for now, yes.
I'd like to turn back and go, good job. And but when I do that, kind of flick my dagger, do a dagger.
a dagger thumbs
The
up.
dagger flip, and then do thumbs up.
Can I
I'm-
pull out another 2 arrows? Be like, yeah.
I'm still enraged, and I run over to this dead goblin over here, and I pull out my very cool, spiffy, new-looking dagger, and I just start.
As you guys get into the area, you're able to take in the rest of the cave a little more. You see in the little alcove that Hana's standing right in front of stabbing the dead goblin, you see that there is a weird shelf just oddly placed out of position for everything else in the room. It looks like it should have been in the storeroom, but for some reason they put it here. There's a couple cabinets down below, and there's a couple bottles on top of it as well. You see 2 cages. One has a little bit of shed fur on the bottom of it, and then there's also 2 sets of manacles on the back wall in between where the 2 cages are on the corners there, and one of them is empty, and one has a manacled human that's just stripped naked except for his loincloth. He's very emaciated, he has white hair, and it's growing very long, and he hasn't reacted the entire time this fight has been going on. He's just sitting there hanging, acting like it's the last few moments of his life right now.
Can I
Guys, go check
go?
on them. Go.
Do I
Hyena.
do I see where he's strung up by, the chain or the rope or whatever? Or
The chains are connected to his hands, so he is hanging by his hands, but they also have his feet tied up.
can I go let him down, or do I have to investigate to?
The manacles are locked. You can untie his feet, but the manacles are locked in place.
Who's tall? I'm gonna look back. Who's tall? Which one's tall?
Only Galaxes, and there
I'm a
are
hyena. I'm not tall at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm 11.
Yeah, Gabrielle is the next tallest.
Gabriella, can you come help me with something?
What is it,
Hannah.
darling?
I need you to stand here, and I'm gonna stand on your shoulders so I can
You're
unlock
going
this
to do
dude.
what?
You guys just hear in the background.
Hannah. Hannah.
All right, so you're
Dude,
gonna.
they knocked me. I'm pissed.
Okay.
Yo, he's cracked. Lit 90.
While they do that, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals so I can figure out which one is Galax.
All right. Do you respond, Galax, or no?
Wow, rude. You're so rude.
Which one do you got?
All right, so I need you. Are you gonna try and pick the locks on the manacles? What are you doing?
Well, I
So-
mean, if Gabriella lets me stand on her shoulders, then yes.
How about I pick the locks and I stand on your shoulders, darling?
I have practiced this for many years, and
Same.
I'm very capable at picking lock.
Same. The sharp part
no.
goes into the thing.
No.
No.
I am very well
Please.
adept as well, darling.
I'll brush off my feet, and I'll be like, it'll be fine.
Hannah.
You're going to owe me some bread for this.
Fine, that's fine. And I'll get
Alright.
up on her.
So
Man,
you
that's
get up,
create a
you get up
body.
on her kind of piggyback style with your standing on her. I need you to go ahead and roll me a strength check, Gabriella, just to keep her steady as she is doing this.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think there's
Oh.
any way to assist you with this.
Nah.
If anything, you're making it worse, actually.
Should
4.
I go assist?
A 4. Is that with adding your strength modifier?
Oh, with my strength modifier? 0? 4.
What about athletics? Do you have an athletics proficiency? Because I'll add that in as well.
Yeah, at 0 plus 0.
I tried. Okay.
If you want, I can toss her up in the air for acrobatic for a plus 3.
All right. Roll me a thieves tool check with disadvantage, I guess.
Disadvantage.
Yes,
oh,
because
no.
he's not able to keep you quite steady, and it is a very intricate process to pick a lock.
So that's just my sleight of hand, right?
Yes.
I feel like I'm fidgeting because of the fact that I just don't like the dirt that she probably has on herself
Okay.
right now.
Oh boy.
17.
17.
That's with disadvantage.
All right. So you start fiddling with it, and you hear, and it opens up on one side, and then you start fiddling with the other one, and it's
Are you
pretty much
done
the same
yet?
exact lock. So you can just easily recreate your actions, and it unlocks, and he falls to the ground, and all yours. And he's just like heavy breathing, like it seems like he can't say a word. He just looks up and goes,
Oh, was I supposed to
"Thank
catch
you."
Cleric? Cleric?
We need a healer.
Where are you?
Gosh.
I
May
will
I
jump down from. I'll do a flip off of Gabriella's shoulders.
All right.
May I inspect
Sure.
the goblin's body as I kind of slowly start to have my rage subside?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. Are you looking for something, or are you just looking at the body?
I was like going through his stuff.
All right. Roll me investigation real quick.
Just hit a nat 20.
What are
Let's
you
go.
doing,
Plus
Rosalind?
2, 22. Let's go.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go help the poor human.
All right.
Or try
Rosalind,
to.
it's worse than I thought. There's dirt
Yeah.
on my skirt.
I'm gonna brush off the dirt, but I'll probably just end up making it a little bit
You-
worse.
Okay,
Alright.
no. You've thought
Gabriella,
enough.
you
Yes,
can see
darling.
where we are, right?
Yes, in a filthy cave.
Yes. There's no point in brushing out the dirt right now.
22.
Darling, always
I know.
have
We'll get to you in
great.
a little bit, Hannah. All
You're
right.
gonna get more dirt, and then you're gonna hear about it later.
Fine.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to sit on a barrel or something.
Are you doing anything with the man, Rosalind? On the floor here.
I can only do cure wounds one more time, and then I'm out of spell slots, I think.
What
Yeah.
about if you just check them? Do
You,
like
you can do like a
Medicine
medicine
check.
check to see like
Yeah.
what's wrong with him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's old.
All right. Go ahead and roll
I
me
will-
a medicine check real quick then.
I will hold him up and make
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Then roll with
11
advantage.
plus 6 so 17.
All right.
with
go ahead-
advantage?
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh,
real
with
quick.
advantage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 16 plus 6.
So 22. You hold him up and he just like looks at you. His eyes are yellowed. His teeth are kind of rotted as his jaw falls agape. You can't notice any very like obvious wounds. He's just skin and bones though. It looks like he's been here for weeks on end. His lips are chapped. He hasn't had water or food in at least a week.
Can I give him one of my loaves of bread?
Yeah, you can give him one of your loaves of bread.
Okay.
He looks
Give him
at
one
it.
of the bread.
He looks at it as you hand it out, and he just takes it and he like crawls down into a fetal position and just like starts stuffing his face, and like you hear the sound of just an absolute demolishing of the crust, the bread, everything getting devoured. It sounds like a hog when it goes to the feeding trough. It's just the most disgusting sight. And then as he finishes, he goes.
I would like
Water, do you
yeah,
guys
I
have
was
water?
gonna say. I was gonna give him my water. And so that'll be empty, so I'll have to refill.
All
back to
right.
town.
So he takes it and he pretty much chugs the entire thing in one go. He wrings it out, tries to get every last drop, and he looks at you guys and he just hands it back. And he's just like,
Poor
Thank
guy.
you. I've been here for I don't even know how long. They keep me in the dark here. Hear their incessant warbling all day. I don't know what they say. I don't know what they do. All I know is they take people and they sometimes don't return. Why
Is there
are
anyone
you
else
guys
with you?
here? Why did you
Who
guys
else
come
was here? Who else was here?
He like tries to think back. He's like, I've been here in the darkness for so long. They brought in a smaller figure. I had a tail of
Where?
some sort.
Where did they take them?
He points to the cage with the fur in it. He's like, they put him there, and then one day they took him They took him away.
How long ago? When did this happen?
A couple days.
Give him a second. Give him some breathing room.
I'm gonna go and investigate the cage.
And he's like holding his head, trying to shield his face, trying to remember for you guys. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Can I try to console him? But also, since I don't like the dirtiness, can I try to console him like with like 6 feet of distance?
Roll me charisma with disadvantage.
19.
Distancing.
You look inside the cage and you see just fur lining the bottom of it, like shed out fur. You see a little bit of a carving of a nail, and all you can see is like a snowflake in the carving of the bottom of the box there, because it's
I'm
like
assuming...
it's like a lobster trap where it's wood bottom, wood top, and then iron rods.
I'm assuming the fur looks very familiar.
You would recognize this fur, the pattern, the coloration, and everything about it. What was your charisma check, Gabriella?
19 on both.
All right, he just goes, okay, I can do this. I can
Take
do
a
this.
deep breath.
Get yourself together.
Try to
Get yourself
remember
together.
slowly, but don't get too close. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
He looks around the chambers and he like squints a little bit. He's like, they that way, and he signals off to the western part of the room, the western part of the chamber. He's like, they took him down that way. I don't know quite where it goes. I've never been down there. I've just been chained up this entire time. I'm sorry. Who are you guys? Why are you here? Why do you help me?
Don't worry about it. Wait a second. Are you able to walk at least?
He starts to try and get up, and you see his legs shaking, and then he just kind of stumbles forward and lays down. He's
okay.
I appreciate the help, but my strength hasn't returned.
Alright, why don't you go to the front of the cave and rest, and we will be back later.
He looks at you, and he just, with the most like sincere expression in his eyes, just goes, "Thank you, guys.
Yes, don't hug though.
Thank you. I would have died in here if it wasn't for you." And he like slowly crawls out of the room towards what looks like the opening of the cave, what he remembers to be the opening of the cave.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
What,
Once
can
he
I...
points... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, can I inspect while that was happening so that as he's crawling I can help him?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get to your investigation. With that roll, you don't really notice anything. Well, I have an Amber Alert. Sorry. You don't notice anything of import on the goblins. This is where they kind of come to load off their stuff. So they just kind of have their typical armor on. They have leather armor. A couple of them have their shields equipped, but for the most part, it's just leather armor, daggers, and short bows on them.
And none of their items look better than mine.
None of their items. They're all really dinged up, kind of nicks in the blade. It looks like they've been handed down by a different sort of being to them. It looks very second rate, not good craftsmanship at all. But with that investigation, you also, as you're like searching everything around the room, you also notice a little just sliver of light appearing from behind the shelving that was in the corner earlier.
What would you point it out for me?
Yes. So the shelving was over in this area.
Ah, okay. I'm not gonna tell anyone, but as my rage subsides and I kind of calm down, did everyone put their stuff in the chest?
We put the food in the chest.
Okay. Since I'm not feeling too hot, I kind of start to overhear the end of this conversation and see the old man, and as I see him get up and kind of not do so well and fall back, I'm gonna cast Floating Disc.
Just to like ride on, or?
I'm going to, can I cast it kind of under him, and as it rises 3 feet up,
okay.
To lift him.
Oh,
So
okay.
he doesn't have to walk.
So are you gonna just like airlift him to the door essentially, or the
I was
opening?
gonna airlift him and kind of start to walk over here.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
And I'm going to go for the chest and try
Roll
to
me a
figure
perception
out...
check real quick.
was gonna go to the chest as well and try to figure out how a 3'8" person is gonna get that chest on there. Perception with disadvantage now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I had a 16. You'll never guess what I rolled though.
Is it a 4?
4.
It's a 4.
All right. No, you don't notice anything. You just keep going with your floating disc, and you said that you're gonna try and pick up the chest.
I'm just gonna stand there and kind of try to figure out, like, okay, I've got this old guy on here. I'm hurt. How am I gonna get this heavy chest on that floating disc?
So if you want, you can drop the old guy and just kind of put the disc, like, slide it under the chest.
Okay, then yeah, I'll get both under and get it on there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I'll start to try to haul it to the front. Now it says that it sticks 20 feet behind me. It doesn't move. I can't move it.
If you
but
you are standing still, I'll say you can manipulate it and kind of like move it around and set it down. But if
Okay.
you are actively moving, then it automatically just follows 20 feet behind.
Okay, I'm just gonna have it. I guess what I should ask is, would I be able to kind of like keep it next to me as we're walking out to the front, so I can like comfort the old guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it next to me as we.
Snow,
as I
did you
start
want to do something when you noticed the point? Snow?
the thing?
So when he points, I want to go over in that direction.
Just like sprint over there?
Like I'll walk kind of, I guess, looking for tracks or like kind of carefully
As
walk
a
over.
predator does.
Okay. So,
I come up here then, I guess.
yep. Roll me an investigation check real quick.
$13.
13. You are checking the walls and the lower corners of where the wall meets the floor. You don't notice any traps. You see a tripwire of some sort, but it looks like it's already been sprung. You don't see where it could possibly have caused a trap to happen. It just looks like it might have been triggered.
I said tracks, not
Oh, tracks? Okay. Well, you would still see that. You're looking at the ground. I guess you would still see it.
Sorry.
Okay, so you see a couple footprints, like the smaller footprints that would fit the goblins that you've been fighting, but you also see on both sides of that bigger footprints that are on either side of it, kind of looking like they were guiding something or someone down this hallway. And you also see a drag mark to the far right. So there's 4 sets of tracks in total, 2 bigger ones, 1 small one in between the 2 big ones, and drag marks on the very right.
I will turn back to the group. Everyone, I think it's this way.
All right. You would not hear. Actually, you would hear a muffled, like them speaking in the background, Hana, but you can't make out what they're saying. You just hear vocalization in that direction.
Do I make it to the front of the cave? Like, am I able to get out?
You can leave the cave if you want. Yeah.
And how far away is town-ish?
Town is 3 hours walk away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. About that.
Road trip.
Okay.
Take
I'm
everything
gonna,
out the chest.
I'm gonna,
Get in
yeah,
the
sit at the front of the cave. Let the dude see some light finally. What time is it?
It's nighttime.
As you walk out, you can see the sun is starting to go down. It's not quite all the way down. You guys reach the cave at around 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So you guys have been in here for a couple hours now. It's maybe reaching about 3, 4-ish, but it's still got a couple hours of daylight before the sun sinks below the horizon.
I'm going to kind of put my hand on his back as we lead him out and the chest, and I kind of set him off to the side of the entrance of the cave, and I open the chest back up, and I kind of wince, remembering what happened last time. I'm like, and I kind of might not understand that it's not going to happen again, but it doesn't happen, so whatever. What kind of foods, what kind of rations are in there?
What did you guys bring on to? What did you guys throw in there? Because you guys had cabbages, potatoes, radishes, pumpkins. Just what kind of food did you guys throw in there?
Just a variety of
Little bit of
food
everything.
in the store.
All right. You just see a variety of vegetables and a couple grains, a little bit of unmilled wheat in there, but nothing that's really that delicious. Some of it's edible, you know, like cabbage is edible raw, but no meats, no cooked meals, no rations really per se.
Okay. I'm gonna look in there and kind of look at the old man and kind of gesture. Does he make notice of anything that he might kind of like be interested in eating? Like, oh.
Oh, he just looks at you and looks at the whole chest, and he's just like wide-eyed, like, am
I just kind of pat his back as he's stumbling over his words.
am I, can I eat it?
I just keep patting his back, and then I kind of sit down facing the sun on the disc, thinking of how I've never really been that hurt before, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really listening to his stumbling or his questions, and I just kind of lean.
He grabs a whole head of cabbage and just starts eating it. Just all you hear is like in the background, and as you like notice the sun setting and you're watching it, suddenly like it just constantly gets quieter and quieter from the eating of the cabbage and such. So, is there anything else you're gonna do?
His crunching gets quieter.
Yeah, like you start ignoring it and you start toning it out as it gets quieter.
Oh, I was like, is he dying?
No,
yeah, I thought he was dying.
No, you start toning it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start to zone.
All right. What are you guys in the cave doing?
Which, by the way, I need to.
What is over in this direction? I'm
Um,
curious. I've been bouncing around this.
All right. So as you go to this part of the cave, you look out and it's just like a weird turn section that kind of juts down and then comes right back up, looking like there's more to it. But all you can see is a couple of racks. There's a spear, a shield, maybe like a longbow on there, and some arrows around. None of them are very good. They look just like the daggers that you've been seeing with the goblins. You know, they have nicks in it, imperfections, just all around, kind of shoddily made, and look like they're gonna break at any use of him.
Does it go any further back?
Yes, it does. It keeps going back further that way.
Given that my wild shape's going to run out soon, I'm just gonna sprint in there with my hyenas.
All right. So this reveals up that much. Do you keep going?
Yes.
All right. Where do you go from there? All right. So.
Keep going.
All right.
I'm not investigating anything. I'm just running.
As you get to here, you notice a giant room. Is anybody with him? Did anybody follow Galax on his escapade
I'll
or no?
follow him, but I'm not that fast. So
All
I'll
right.
follow him.
My attention was pulled by Snow pointing like
All
the
right.
other way.
As you approach the opening of this cave, you notice a couple sleeping bags over on the right side here. You notice 1 and 2 sleeping bags. One of them is vacant, but the other one has what looks like a lump in it. And then up on this ridge all alone is a bigger bed-like structure that has a bigger lump. The smaller bedroll is looking like a goblin of some sort. The bigger one, you can tell, is much larger than a goblin. Maybe a 6-foot being of some sort, very broad and just muscled out. And then
Wait,
along, what? Yeah, he's
sleeping there.
he's sleeping on this ledge here, and the smaller figure is down to the right there. Behind the bedrolls, you see more of those weapon racks. And you also see a few more of those cupboards and shelves that you saw in the prison, like the slave keep room. There's a couple other potions with various colored liquids in them. And there's also one small sleeping, like, canine figure of some sort in the opposite side of the room.
Huh.
The canine is caged, by the way. The canine's caged up, so they can't like just actively go after you. I need you to roll me a stealth check, both you and Rosalind.
Okay.
Oh no.
Crap. I got 5.
5? Alright. Do you have any dex
Nope.
to add on to it?
Nope.
16.
What's with all our
16?
low rolls today?
Alright, so as you walk in,
We used up all the last time.
Rosalind is trailing behind, but you get into the room with your pack very slunked down, kind of about 20
Fred.
feet ahead of Rosalind. So you're about this far into the room, and you can take in the whole scenery, and you see everything. And judging off of your hyena senses right now, you can smell that the one in the small bedroll is definitely exactly the same thing that you've been fighting day in since yesterday, day in, day out since yesterday. But the one to the right, it smells a little different. It still has that scent of blood on him. It still has that very metallic scent of blood on him, but it's cleaner. It smells like he's actually, you know, taken care of his hygiene at some recent point in time. And as you're walking in, you just hear a and Rosalind, as she's walking in, kicked a rock on accident, and it just starts tumbling forward. And you see the canine in the cage, like looking around, trying to see if anybody's in the room. But it hasn't noticed you yet. So what do you guys want to do?
I would like to do an investigation to see what there is in the room, if there's anything more valuable than anything else. Would that be okay, Mr. DM?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Yes, lovely.
Are you guys
I'm
running
proficient in
towards the
this.
other way, by the way? Are you guys like just sprinting down that hallway? What are you guys doing, Gabriella and Snow?
Well, I mean, I asked everybody to come over and nobody did.
No, I did.
Gabriella did.
Yeah, Gabriella's with you.
Yeah.
So no.
yeah, no, but like,
20. Yes.
All right. Continue, Snow.
I guess I'll just wait for people to come
Alright.
over. Or did I see them run into the other?
You saw them walk over there. Yes, you saw the hyena pack running out, and then Rosalind just kind of and just like following afterwards.
Should
Hey guys, come here. Everyone goes opposite way.
should we
Cool.
follow them? Like, I know this is the direction that we need to go, and time might be urgent.
How about you assist them and I'll go on ahead?
Can you be quiet and stealthy?
Oh, darling, please. It's easy for me.
Okay, I will. I guess I can, on my bonus action, I can dash as well, so I can move.
Oh, you're not in
90 feet a
initiative.
turn.
You're
We're
not in
not in-
initiative
we're not
yet.
in-
No, but I'm just thinking about how fast I
Yeah.
can get there.
So you're about probably right here, and you can hear the little of what Rosalind kicked over as well. Are you
I
moving?
will have my
you
dagger.
have your daggers out. Okay. Are you moving forward right now, Flip? Or Gabriella?
Yeah, she's gonna go further in
All right.
into the western
So,
direction.
I'll say, since you're moving very slowly, trying to make sure that you're not stealth,
That I
trying to
am
make
stealth?
sure that you are stealth. Sorry,
Yeah.
make sure that you're unseen.
Leroy!
You will move very slowly, kind of creeping. You know, kind of doing like what Kronk did in the Emperor's New Groove, just you know, did it, dun, 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 dun. And then you're just kind of creeping through here. And go ahead and roll me a stealth check real quick.
Will do,
You
DM
better
man.
than me.
4.
20, dirty.
All right, 20. You're not noticed yet. You're fine. You don't see anything. It's a very long hallway. You can tell that it goes on for maybe like a whole of like 500 feet just in one direction, just completely out of the way of every other aspect of this cave for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what did you roll on your investigation? Dirty 20, you said? All right.
For myself?
No, not for you. For
Oh, okay.
Galax's investigation. So as you're looking around the chambers, you can notice that the bed specifically just seems out of place. You know, it's very regal. It looks like it has some gold trimmings. It has very fine wood, dark like mahogany wood makes up this bed, and then beside it you see two very large scimitar-looking blades, but they're not quite scimitar. They're more of like they curve just all the way around almost into like sort of a crescent moon shape, and then they come straight down to the hilt. And other than that, you don't really notice anything. The dog has like a couple like weird wristbands, if you want to call them wristbands, on the front paws, but nothing out of place other than that.
Key bands, the ones that go into dinosaurs.
So
You guys are gonna love me. Okay. I'm going to sprint over here and just bite the nutsack off this goblin.
what are your other two hyenas doing? And also, Rosalind, what are
Biting
you
his
doing?
head.
Rosalind, what are you doing?
Okay. Can I can't tell if the creature in the cage is friendly, right?
No, you can't. You all you see is like this black mass like looking around, just like nose up to the air trying to sniff something out.
I still have speak with animals active, right? Or is that gone?
You would still have speak with animals, yes.
Okay. Can I try to speak to whatever's in the cage?
You will have to verbally say it so that will alert anybody sleeping.
Oh,
But
okay.
you can definitely try and say it if you want.
Okay.
Also,
I
Angry,
didn't know
go ahead
that.
and roll me your attack rolls with advantage real quick.
But if
Can I
you
just? I would like to.
whisper
Oh, I will explain it in a second. If I hit, of course.
Okay, then I won't do that. I'll sneak over here and try and see the bed on the ledge.
Okay.
Natural 20.
All right,
Oh,
that's for
yeah.
you, because you also need to roll for your hyenas.
Ah, yes.
All right.
heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Bedge on the Ledge.
I got 2 18s.
All right, so
Wait. What would I add to my hyenas?
hyenas, it would just be strength. Strength to the for the attack roll, it's what it is to hit plus to hit, but for the damage, it would just add their strength.
Oh, so they would get a 20. They both have 23s.
Yep. And
And I
then
would have 25.
just for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna say you kill him. You all pounce. You guys all pounce on this poor goblin, and as you pin him down, he wakes up, and one hyena just goes for one cheek, the other one goes for his shoulder, and as you are all just, you just like kind of tear him apart in a matter of seconds. Just his body is completely dismantled and strewn across. At this
He woke
point,
up
Snow, you will be at the mouth of the cave, and you can see this mass of bodies just pounce upon this sleeping figure and tear it apart. And at this moment, the noise of all three of you tearing this poor little being apart alerts the guy in the bed. He just goes, he just wakes up. He just, "What are you doing to Jeff?" And he hops off the bed and he grabs both of his giant like curved swords. And I need you all to roll initiative right now, real quick.
So
At
what
this
you're
point,
telling me
with
is
my
he
wild
woke up
shape, right?
dead.
He woke up dead.
He woke up dead.
22.
He was asleep.
All right,
He woke up
22.
and then he was dead.
20
I
to
got
25.
14.
You got a 14. What did
14
you
total.
get, Rosalind? 3. So, all right, beautiful. So then it'll be
Me.
Rosalind last and Galax
It's
third.
okay. Clerics are supposed to go at the end of.
I'm
Now,
right next to the
Do
enemy.
any of you guys want to change your initiative to kind of match another person? This will be our first instance of initiative lowering since you guys have actually been through a couple fights together now. So do any of you guys want to lower your initiatives to match anybody?
I'm
Rosalind, you
right
cannot
I would
next
like
since
to
you are
the
the lowest.
enemy.
Can I ask a question? Has my wild shape run out now? 'Cause
No, you are still in your wild shape. You can cancel it at any time if that's what you
oh,
want.
I'm gonna cancel it on my turn.
Yeah.
It's gonna be epic. Don't you worry.
Okay,
okay.
So, are you wanting to lower Snow or no?
No.
Okay.
Why would I want to lower?
In case you wanted to combo with people, I don't know. Okay, so Snow, we start your turn. Go ahead and make your move.
Well, where are the enemies?
The
He's
enemy
on the
is up on
ledge
this
next to
ledge, and
me.
he's like just
There.
now waking up, still getting
Yeah.
groggy, and like just getting up above right now.
Can I get like? I have to get here to.
So you will have to get there. If you want to hop the ledge, you will have to climb up. It'll take 10 feet of movement just to climb up there.
Well, I have climbing.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Then you should be able to just climb up that rock cliff face because
I can get.
it's just like loose rocks and stuff. So you'd be able to get up.
Yeah, because it's because of my claws.
Yeah. So you'd be able to climb up as if it was just walking normally.
Can I get right in front of him?
You can get right in front of him. His bed is like flush with the wall, so you can get right in front of his bed. Yes.
Okay. I would like to stab him twice.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack with disadvantage. I mean, attack with advantage because he is still in bed and like trying to
Ooh.
get up.
Wait, is it a surprise round?
No, it's not a surprise round. It's just that he
He
is not fully
knows.
out of bed. He's still trying to get out of bed and grab his
But
sword.
I'm rolling with advantage, so I get sneak attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's go.
So that is 21 for the first,
All right, that hits.
and 17 for the second.
That does not hit.
Well, the other one was a natural one, so I'm glad that I avoided that. But okay, so the first one hits, second one doesn't.
Yes.
So okay. So it's this and this and this.
And a couple of these, and some of those. Duh.
14 points of damage.
All right. As he's getting up, you like run up to him and you just jump on his bed and you look him dead in the eye as you just jam your dagger right through the chest. And he just looks at you and he just like, it like blood like drips out of his mouth. He coughs a little bit. He looks over to his friend. He's like, Jeffrey, I'm sorry. I failed. And he just like falls back down into the bed, and his eyes close, and he just like expires entirely.
Dude, I feel bad.
And that's all the people that are in this room, since the canine is still hung up there, like still in the cage. They didn't have a chance to get out of the cage. And as you like kill him, you notice something off about him. He's humanoid in fashion, but he has very bright blood red skin. He has kind of like a nose that comes down into a V, and his hair's into a ponytail of sorts. He has very broad figure, and I feel like Snow, you would know at this point that this is in fact a hobgoblin and not just a regular everyday goblin. He is a bigger, more bulky version of the goblins, and they typically are the ones that run the show and kind of boss the other goblins around and tell them what to do. So he kind of just falls back down. And what are you guys doing from here on?
Can I search his things?
You can search his things. Yes, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
They're also known to die last. Nerds. Scrub. Get rolled.
16.
16.
Heroes are known to die first.
So
But I always get back up.
you search through his stuff. You notice that he has very kind of tight fitting chainmail. It looks kind of constricting, honestly. It looks like he just took it off of a dead body and kind of threw it on. So it's very tight to his body, and you can see like as it reaches the end of the chainmail, his arms kind of, ring back out to the natural sizes. He has those two swords on the back walls that are just giant curved falchions, and other than that, there's really nothing on his body. He was sleeping, so he didn't really have any belongings with him. Because,
I just didn't know if there was stuff like next to him.
No, there's nothing. He doesn't have any nightstands.
Okay.
Anything that these goblins or hobgoblins would have would either be further down or in some sort of treasure room or like some kind of storeroom.
I would like to turn to everybody else.
What?
I think I'm gonna turn to Rosalind and
Galax.
I wanted to call you Zelbuck. Wrong campaign. Whoops. And no, we'll say
Hyenas.
yeah, hyenas. I think we found where we need to go. We have a trail, and Gabriella is currently following the trail ahead of us. Can I show you where it is?
I'm at this point. I'm gonna go right, and I'm gonna stand up. As I'm standing up, I'm gonna.
You're gonna
You
what?
cut out. You cut
I'm gonna
out.
go out of wild shape.
All right.
So I'm gonna be as I sort of stand up. I'm coming out of my form.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Well, I found what I'm looking for, and grab the.
All right.
And keep them for myself. Of
All right.
course.
Oh.
Would that be cool?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I'll write that down. What did you say they were again? Just.
They're two-handed like great falchions, which is Falchion.
Okay. I'm going to talk to the cage dog.
All right. What do you say to it?
We can let you out if you want to join us.
You just see him go.
Die.
He like cowers back into the corner because he saw that you guys just like tore apart one of its masters and stabbed the other one in the heart. Like he just cowers back into the cage and like trying to get away from y'all.
No.
Like, I won't hurt you, but I'll let you out if you want to join us.
No response is given. He's just sitting there whining in the back of the cage.
Well,
At this point, I would like to snap my fingers and my two.
What are
you
doing?
cut
Keep
again,
cutting out.
Angry.
So much.
So I'm gonna snap my fingers like this,
Yeah.
and my two hyenas are gonna run to catch up with Gabriella because they know where she is. They know the direction she
Yep.
went in, and obviously because I'm slow and bulky, muscle.
Go ahead and roll me
I'm gonna
stealth
take a little
checks
bit
for them.
longer. Ooh, yes, I forgot about that.
Completely exposes me. It's like, all right, I see them.
Oh god, what do I add to that? I don't even know what I would. I don't do. Wait, would it be skills perception or? What?
No, so
Like,
stealth. If they don't have a strict stealth skill, then it's just the dex.
It's just dex. Okay, so I got 15 on the first one,
All right.
and a dirty 20 on the second. I got
All right.
21 on the second.
They run up and then they like skid to a
Thank God.
stop before the tunnel, and then they just kind of slink down and like crawl with you. And like all of a sudden, while you're doing your like little cronk, just dun 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 dun, you just hear one of them go like you don't hear it. You feel one of them just lift your hand up and like crawl under your hand and just sit by you.
Oh, okay. Well, we're doing this now, apparently. All right. Cool.
And I am gonna do one other. I'm gonna.
What?
You're
For the final
cutting out.
time, I'm reaching into my bag.
All right, go ahead and roll for me.
I swear if it's another hyena.
Watch it be another hyena.
I'm a magician. I can pull a hyena out of a hat.
Holy
Oh god, I can't
hyenas.
even remember what it is. I can't even remember what it is.
What'd you roll?
Honestly,
I
it
got
wasn't
two.
a 7.
I
got
got
a
a 2. It wasn't a 7. I got an 8.
You got an ape. So a small ape manifests as you throw it into the air, and he lands. And as he like rears up, it's not a full-grown ape. It looks kind of adolescent, but it seems for some reason really cocky. And he just starts beating his chest like really loudly, trying to like assert dominance over him. And then he sees you, the person that obviously pulled him out of the bag, and he goes and sits cross-legged and just sits next to you.
Alright, so it's just I assume just a basic ape.
It's just a basic ape, yes.
Angry Primate has a 8 now.
You shall name him Wrangles!
All right, Snow, you backtracked all the way to the tunnel. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you guys are all able to get by without having to stealth. Kyo, are you just sitting at the mouth of the cave still?
I'm going to. Yeah.
Alright.
That's a good idea.
Roll me one last perception check.
Before you die.
11.
11. You notice some rustling in the bushes a little bit. It seems to match the rustling that you guys saw on the way here. And then slowly you see 2 pointed green ears kind of come up out of a bush, really camouflaged. And you see like one, the arrowhead just kind of point out of the bush as well. And they launch an arrow towards you, but they're only gonna attack regularly instead of with advantage now, since you did see them. You're able to react to it.
Oh no.
That is a 16.
Doesn't hit.
16 plus, it has more to it.
Fudge.
Hold up.
Fudge.
16 plus 4.
Oh.
That's gonna hit.
Alright,
Oh,
so
no.
he shoots one arrow out of the bush, and it just kind of like hits you in the thigh, like kind of scrapes off your thigh, and that will deal 4 damage to you. 4
I can
piercing
take that.
damage. And as he does that, he just kind of peeks back into the bush. You see all of the movement and him peeking back into the bush. As you do that, you just hear like a complete stop from the stranger that you guys picked up in the cave. He just stops eating and he kind of like cowers behind the box a little bit.
I'm gonna start just not out of fear at all.
I'm not
or
running because
anything,
I'm scared, okay?
But I'm just gonna start running back in, kind of forgetting that my disc stays 20 feet behind me.
Okay, so the disc will be following you then.
But it will be following me. I just
Yes.
forget about it, and I'm gonna start running back
Alright.
in, kind of.
And
If
with
I-
The
that,
old man's getting
Our
dragged
stealth is
back
gonna
in.
go out of the window.
and with that, that is the end of this cave map. So let me put you guys on the other one.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Are we gonna take a break soon, or should I
We
go
can
to the
take a break.
bathroom now?
We can take a break right now if you guys want, since we are about to enter the
Okay.
next map. You guys are more than welcome to take a
I've
break.
been-
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a
Go ahead. We're 2 hours in. Sorry, I just forgot about it. No worries, no worries.
Break time.
So
We have killed everything. Yes.
We basically have, yes.
holy hell, dude! I'm having
I'll
a
be back.
fun time. I hope you guys are having fun too.
I haven't killed anything. I've only healed people.
Guys, what, Kyo? What, dude? What do you want? I'm not feeling too good. 19. Listen, you're the one that ran off on your own, Kyo.
Yeah.
I
What happened?
strolled gently.
Also, Kyo, I was trying to get, you know when you were stabbing the, I was trying to get your attention so you could literally ride on the hyena's backs and just be carried around by the hyena.
Oh, so you won't put a
I
chest
was
on the hyena,
way
but you
too
put a person on it.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're not going back to this. We're not going back to this. We are not going back.
Alright. So, if you guys are ready, we are good to continue. Alright. Oh, it looks like everybody got food. Nice.
I warmed up some chicken. So, I
so-
have some chicken.
I will say that Gabriella and the hyenas enter here first, right?
Is that our band?
Gabriella and the hyenas. And then Snow's not too far behind Gabriella, and then all 3 of the rest of you kind of go along at the same time. As you enter this complete like grand chamber, you notice some light shining down from the top. It's like a very narrow light that kind of helps fill in the room, and it's very much sunlight. You can tell that it's coming from the sun, that a little pipe of stone was able to get out to the sunlight. And you see this figure in the middle, and you guys just hear sobbing. He's like hunched over, like knelt down over another figure, and he's just sobbing. He's like, why did I? Oh, how could they take you from me? And I need you guys all to go ahead and roll one last stealth check real quick.
Am I rolling it for 4 or 5 times now?
Nat 20.
Or should we just
I'll
say
take one
all
for the whole thing.
Alright.
Make sure yours is disadvantaged as well, Hana.
I'm dirty 20.
30-20? Nat
Yeah.
20?
16.
16? What do you got, Galax?
Oh no.
Do I still add my plus in stealth, or does it not add it?
It still adds the plus, yes.
Okay.
So what did you get?
10.
10? Alright. So, as you guys see this figure, like, hunched over, crying, underneath this, like, stone arch in the middle of the cave, he's on the raised part, hunched over another figure. He's just crying, and as you guys enter, he hears just the hyenas. One of the hyenas is, like, sitting there, like, tapping its paw, and they just can't hold it anymore. Like, and they just alert his presence. He just he looks over. He wipes his eyes. He like focuses up on you guys as well. He goes, "You guys did this. How could you have done this to her? She just wanted to help everyone." And you can see his face. It's almost identical to the one that you stabbed that like was down in the bed, but it's obviously a different person. It's obviously a different person, and he's hunched over another red-faced hobgoblin lying dead on the middle of the raised platform. And he instantly starts drawing his sword. He's like, "What are you doing here? Why have you come back?" And he's just like waiting for a response of some sort. Do you start pulling your swords? Do you start pulling your sword?
No, we
What?
just
He knows I'm here now.
we are just here to find someone. Someone was taken.
He just goes,
And that's-
"Lies! Someone was taken from me! I don't want to hear your lies anymore!"
Scanning the room, do I see who I'm looking for?
Roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
You don't see who you're looking for, but you do behind some rocks see like a couple feet poking out. Like it looks like there's people laying down vertically, but that's about all you can see. You notice that this pillar to the left of you looks like if you took it out, like you could easily just knock on it and break the pillar down. The stone arches has a little bit of water like dripping down from it from a current rain, but that's about all you can see from here.
Is he within 30 feet of me? This guy on the on the platform?
I would say he might be within 30 feet, but due to the raised angle, you can't really get a clear image of him. He's just kind of like at a weird angle for you, because he is about 10 feet above you guys.
If I use a spell, would it still affect him?
Depends on the spell, probably?
I was gonna do detect good or evil.
Yeah, you can do detect good or evil on him.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that then. So detect good or evil. That's why I didn't know if he was within 30 feet.
Yeah. If you cast it, there's no save or anything. It just, you cast it on yourself and you're able to detect nearby evil or good forces.
Okay.
So as you cast this spell, you just see like a red aura kind of form around him, kind of waving about him. And on the ground, you see this gray aura just emit from the corpse. You two now should be able to see very faint auras coming from behind the rock piles in the room. So there's one aura down this way and one aura on this pile of rocks as well.
But I can't see the colors. I just know that there's something there.
You can feel the auras coming from there, but you can't see the colors now.
Okay.
Okay. To this guy that is over. I'm assuming it's another hobgoblin corpse.
Mm-hmm.
That it's a hobgoblin over a hobgoblin corpse.
Yeah.
And I don't recognize the corpse, do I?
No, you don't recognize them at all. As you guys are sitting there just kind of staring at him, like trying to think of what to do, he says, "Well,
I would like to take
come
a
on!"
few steps forward and holding both of my daggers kind of like at my side, but ready. Where is he? Where did you put him?
He just looks at you like with a confused look. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just want my poor Nephilia back. She's gone forever. And he like falls to his knees again before realizing that he's still in a conversation. And he gets up and wipes his eyes and said, "If you guys are here to take my life too, you might as well try." And he's like starting to like look like he's gonna hop off the ledge and like start fighting you. But before he does, he takes out a little horn on his side. He goes,
Oh no! Don't
and
do
it
that.
reverberates
Okay.
around the whole cave. And as you hear this, you hear shuffling behind the rocks, and these two other orcs, I'm not orcs, sorry, hobgoblins pop up. I'm using the orc model, leave me alone. These two other hobgoblins pop up behind the rock piles, and they like wiping their eyes a little bit, and they like look over and see you guys, and they draw their weapons. And I need all of you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, bloody hell!
14.
Cool.
All right, hold
Oh,
up.
no.
I'll ask you guys for the initiative just to make it simpler for me when I'm sorting this. All right. So do we have any 20s to 25s? 15 to 20.
What, guys?
Hold on, I
Come
guess let
on!
me roll for this real quick. All right, well. All right, that makes sense, and that means that he's up front. 10 to 15.
Good job, all of us.
10 to 15.
What did you get?
I'm a 12.
What did you get, Hana?
14.
All right. Okay. Well, 5 to 10s.
7.
7.
as well.
7, 7, and 7. All right. So
I rolled a 3, guys.
all right. Well, that's
Let's go.
beautiful. Let me see where this one lands, and it's also on that one. So beautiful. This
I
guy
think-
above here.
Out of the 7s, are we going based on deck?
Yes, I'm going
Or-
based on decks, not roll off, because I feel like roll offs take too long. So we're going based off decks. So Snow, you will go before Galax. Galax will go before Rosalind, and then Rosalind will go last in the 7s. So
Okay.
anyway, this hulking form, after he blows his horn, he hops down and he just like has a menacing stare. He just has this menacing stare, and he just dashes over to Snow, and he starts trying to like do a spin around and swing at you. And he will take his attack right now. So that will be a 12.
12 doesn't hit.
12 doesn't hit. All right. So he turns around and he spins and he slashes, but he kind of pulls away too early. And he just looks at you. He's like, "That was a warning. Stay away from here." He yells, and he just looks over at everybody else, and he says, "I don't want to do anything that has to be rash." And that is pretty much his whole entire turn. And now Hana, you're up. He's
How you
debating
doing,
whether he
Hana?
should fight or just kind of sit back.
I don't know, man.
How you doing?
Well, he does look pretty sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's crying. So I'm just trying to make him smile. I hop on my magic carpet, aka my floating disc.
Still has
And
this
he-
emaciated man on it, by the way.
You see me kind of force my hands together a little bit, and it starts to be visibly hard to force together. You can't see anything, and as I close my hands, I pull him apart, and you see a black smoke, and I'm gonna cast it towards him, hideous laughter.
All right. Do you have a joke that you want to tell him, or are you just casting it on him?
I nearly died earlier.
If not, that's fine. I was just gonna say if you have a joke. then-
You wanna know a joke? My health.
Why was the grandma orc, or sorry, why was the grandma goblin?
he looks at you
Oh,
and he cocks
why-
his head.
why-
Roll with
why was the
disadvantage.
Why was the grandma goblin so happy to see her son or grandson eating?
Roll with
He was gobbling it
disadvantage.
up.
Wait, is it a DC or is it an attack?
It's a spell. It's an attack.
Is it a spell attack or is it a spell save DC that he has to roll?
Oh.
I think it's with Tasha's. I think it's just a.
He didn't say Tasha's hit last, but he just said
No,
regular.
Oh, that's
regular.
fine.
It's just say on the spell.
It says wisdom. It says attack / save. Wisdom
Yeah.
12.
And there's nothing there?
Okay, hold on.
Wisdom 12 though.
Wisdom 12? Okay, hold on. What's your spell save DC? Just what's your spell
I'm
save
gonna
DC?
check.
12.
Hold on. Hideous laughter.
Yeah.
So hideous laughter is a wisdom saving throw. So he makes a wisdom saving throw and your spell save DC is 12?
12. So I don't have
Okay.
to roll anything. I just
No,
cast it.
he rolls to make the wisdom save on it.
Ah, okay.
And since it is a I rolled him with advantage. He got 2 nat 20s, bro.
What is?
He just like looks
What
at
are
you.
your rolls today?
Why are our rolls bad and Lucid's just like Dungeon Master, like, I got this.
I got
He-
this. Watch this.
He just looks at you and he's like, he kind of gives you that whole shrug, like, at a time like this, like, what the hell are you doing, you know? And nothing happens.
I just kind of look at him and go.
So nothing happens. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Cower in fear.
Run away.
How
Run away.
how big is the chest?
It's oh, you're talking about the one on your disc?
Yeah.
It's 3 foot by 1.5 foot
Oh,
tall.
perfect. I'm
So-
gonna go walk over to the chest and crawl inside of it.
You can't crawl inside of it. There's still food
There's
inside of
something
it
there.
blocking the way.
Can I begin to take the food out?
I'll say a bonus action. You begin taking the food out, but it'll take a while to get all the food out. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Gabriella, you're up.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And
hold
just for
on.
reference, Snow, you're on deck, and Galax, you are after that.
Yeah.
Sorry, the map is a little congested because I have so many tabs open. I have to zoom in with my face. Okay.
Zoom in with my face.
Yeah.
Leaning the original zoom function.
Ah! Okay. So I'm going to actually aim for. Actually, do I have LOS to him? Wait, nope, that's not it. Close this out. Hold on, I did something now. There we go. Cool. I'm going to take my longbow out and
That stone arch is blocking your line of vision
Okay.
from that hobgoblin.
Well, then I'm just going to make it easy for myself. I'm gonna move actually right over here.
Mhm.
So let me yank me,
Don't miss.
and I'm going to I hate you. Aim at this this goblin right here, or
Alright.
this hobby.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Hobby?
This
Did you
hobby.
just call
yeah.
him a hobby?
Yeah,
Hobby
Like
Lobby.
Hobby
Like-
Lobby, you know.
like all the other cool kids do.
Oh,
my
no.
Alrighty.
Literally
Oh
no one.
no.
Hobby Gobby.
Hobby goblin. Oh my god, is that a new store?
New general store.
Like-
Hobby Gobby.
all crafting stuff. Okay. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit. You shoot at him, and then he just sits there, like, staring at Snow intently, and it just chinks off of his shoulder pauldron, his plate pauldron, and just flies off to the pillar in the background.
I'm going to, like, kind of, like, it's not really put away my bow, but put off to the side as if, like, I didn't actually do anything, hoping that no one actually saw me take a shot.
All right. All right, and with that, Snow, you're up.
I would like to attack him with both daggers that I had prepared.
All right. Go ahead and roll me damage. Oh, not damage, but attack.
Attack.
Yeah.
One's a natural 20.
One's a natural 20, that hits.
And the other one is a 15.
15. That's with everything added.
Yeah.
That does not hit. So roll damage for your 20.
Okay. Nobody's flanking. Okay, so I don't. Darn. But I double the dice, correct? Or are we doing?
You do 1 full dice and then 1 rolled.
1 full dice, 1 rolled,
And then the bonus
plus
on
the
top.
bonuses.
Yes.
Okay. 10.
All right, so 10 damage. So you take your dagger and you just shove it into the side where there's like a split in his plate armor. You shove it into the side, and he just like winces a little bit and looks at you in the eyes. He doesn't seem very fazed by it at all. He just keeps his death stare locked on you. He says, "Do you think that would really matter to me? I've been through much more." And he just sits there staring at you.
I will stay there.
All right. With that, Galax, you're up, and Rosalind, you will be next after Galax.
Okay. Just to give you a heads up, I've got to be a bit quiet now, so I'm going to have to change.
All right.
Do my voice,
No
'cause
worries.
It's very boom. Okay, so assuming that the hyenas and my ape go on my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move all of my distance, which is 25 there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everything's going to be with me.
All right.
And so you see, how tall is this, like, thing in front of me? Like, the, you know, this...
The figure in front of you?
Like this thing here. I don't know. Oh, I can't ping it. How do I ping it?
Are you talking about the pillar to the next to you?
Yeah.
That pillar goes all the way up to the ceiling. The ceiling is about 30 feet above you. It gets smaller in the middle and then thickens back up at the ends. So it's a stalactite that over time has just formed and fused together.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do my whistle. I'm gonna. And my 2 hyenas are gonna run towards. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's the right distance first before I do that. So it would be 10. Oh, damn it. Okay, I ain't about to do that. For now, I'm gonna get my blade orang,
All right.
and I'm gonna give it to the ape.
The ape will be able to throw it, but it won't have proficiency. Just so you know.
Yep, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna give it to the ape.
That'll be a bonus action to
And-
give him the weapon.
Yep. And I am going to. What items do I have? Hold up. Oh, I have my. Oh, wait. I could just use. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get my hand axe, and I'm literally just gonna fuck at the one that's next to
Snow.
That's next to Snow.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
go ahead and roll me
yeet
attack.
at him. Hold on, I need to add. So that would be, what would that be?
What'd you
Dex.
roll? Yeah, it would be a dex on top of that. And I think you have proficiency, so...
14 plus 2, which is 16, and then whatever. Wait, if I'm proficient, I would add what? to it?
What is your bonus that it says next to the hand axe? If it's +4, it's just +4 to hit.
No, there's nothing next to it.
There's nothing next to it? For the bonus to hit? Oh, it says +2 bonus to hit on mine. On my sheet here.
Oh, wait.
So it's only a +2.
Okay, so I just get the plus. So I got exactly.
You got 16? It does not hit. You
Damn
you
it.
toss it at him, and just like the arrow that Gabriella shot, it like chinks off, and he feels the weight of it, but he keeps a hold of the dagger on his side, and he just keeps focused still. He's not focused on anybody else. He is intent on one target and one target only right now.
Don't miss.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna go. It's your turn, little one. And can the ape throw the poo bone of the blade rang?
The ape can throw it, but he's not gonna have anything proficient or anything like that.
All right. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for it. He's throwing it at the same. It's literally monkeys.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I wouldn't be able to add anything to it.
You wouldn't add anything to it.
I got 18.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll me
Yes!
damage.
Oh god, damage. I haven't got.
Oh
sheet
my
up,
god.
wait,
He's just going all over the place right now. Damage for the blade ring
Yeah.
was D4.
D4 plus 2.
D4 plus nothing for the ape. Not proficient.
Oh yeah.
4?
Wait.
One time you want to get a 4.
What's up? What's up?
Does the ape have strength or dex?
It would be a dex if anything. But I'm gonna say since the ape just doesn't know much about the weapon, I'm not gonna give him those bonuses. Because he's just kinda like, you know, being weird about it, so that's why I'm gonna just say no
Okay.
bonuses on that. So 4 damage,
Okay.
alright. He throws it and it starts flying, it kinda like misses him barely on the front half, and then when it comes back around, it like slices his calf, just a little nick in his calf.
Good job, little one. Yes, yes.
All right.
That's
And
it. I can't do anything else.
how
can
much
I?
damage? You
Unless-
did 10 damage, right? Snow?
Yep.
Okay, so he's down to that. Beautiful. All right.
Can I do anything with my hyenas? Or not?
Your hyenas you can only command 1 animal per round. And
that's fair. Yeah, yeah.
the hyenas will just act normally, but since they've been pretty much just guarding you the whole time, they're just gonna take up a guard in a defensive position, just right around you, and just kind of like protect against anything coming in and scan the area.
No worries. No worries.
At this moment, you guys start hearing "Woo!" and like coming from the background of the cave, like back in the cave, it's a couple of goblins start rushing up and they start launching arrows towards Rosalind. So they will take 2 shots towards Rosalind
I don't
right
think
now.
we get to move yet. Dang it.
Oh yeah, it's your turn. Sorry, you go first. You go first.
That's why I was like.
Yeah,
"Hey,
you go.
what
You
do
go.
you
You go. You
mean?"
go. You go. You go. Listen. I'm excited.
Yeah, you're excited to kill Azzy. It's fine.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
gonna
excited for
move-
goblins. Goblins get me happy, man.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to attack him with my quarterstaff.
All right, go ahead and roll me attack.
12 plus 3, 15.
15 does not hit. You hit him, and it rings off of his helmet, just boom, and he just sits there, still staring. He's not breaking focus at all. You can tell that he's just a battle-ready veteran, and he's just enraged right now, and he wants the closest thing that he can find to him. And is that your turn, or are you doing anything else?
I guess I'll ready an action. If he goes after Snow, I'll try and deflect. with the
You
shield.
can't ready an action because you have already used your action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even like, okay. And I guess I'll go. Can I can't move again, right?
You can move. You can move again. Your max movement is at any point in your turn. You can take half, stop, take half, or whatever you want to
Okay.
do.
Because I think that was 20, so I can move 15,
All right.
I think. So I'm gonna... Where? I don't know. I'll move over to this rock.
All right. As you're running out of his area, he sees you and he just instantly like swipes with his right sword that is free, and he tries to get a swing off on you before you get out of his area. He rolls a 15.
Yep.
Does that hit? All right.
Yep.
Let me make sure that his damage die is a 6, hopefully. His damage die is a 10. Okay, well. He rolled a 7. 7 total damage done to you.
Okay.
All right. And with that, now the goblins are approaching, and you guys are hearing the screeches from the background. Since Azzy moved out of the way, they're gonna take a shot at the first thing near them that they see, which is Kyo. So they take shots over at Hana, who is just rifling through the chest trying to get all the food out of it. And they roll a, let's see, a 6 and an 18.
Neither of those hit.
Neither of them hit? All right. They shoot both of them, but they kind of like glance off of the chest and just go and hit the walls next to you. And they like look to each other and then they start dashing towards you as well. But they can't quite make it since that is a very long hallway. They shot at you from about, 100 feet or so. These two hobgoblins are gonna go running up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna kind of straddle against this wall and take out a longbow and try to shoot at Gabriella. That is a 17 plus 3, so a dirty 20.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that kind of hits.
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
I guess if you wanted to hit, I'll allow it.
That'll be 8 damage done to you.
Ouch.
And he
Okay.
just looks at you, he kind of smiles, he goes, and he like recollects himself, he says, bring it on. And he just looks you dead in the eye. And then this hobgoblin is going to run and do about the same thing, 1, 2, 3, and then sit at this wall and take a shot across towards Rosalind, which will be a 14.
Hits.
All right. And this one does
Oh, he made a mistake.
2 damage. So he shoots and it kind of like glances off your cheek and runs and hits the wall and then kind of bounces back in front of one of the hyenas that are just sitting there. And with all of that, we come back up to the main hobgoblin's turn. And he's just gonna he's gonna look at you, Snow, and with red in his eyes and like tears streaming down still, he just goes, "Ugh," and he pulls the dagger out, he says, my turn, and he tries to jam it right in your side along the same way that you did with him. And that will be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Dinky.
And so that will do...
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That will do... Hold up. 7 damage to you. And as he's doing it, he kind of jabs in, but he doesn't get fully in, and he just kind of cuts the front of your stomach. And he's like, I won't warn you again.
She smiles back at him.
And that is his turn. Hana, you're up.
I am in chest.
In the chest.
Am I allowed to like? Is it an action to finish that up and get in?
It would be an action and probably your bonus action as well, because there's a lot of stuff in there. You gotta think an action is about 6 seconds.
Oh.
So to get all of that stuff out, it's a very frantic scrape, but you could probably get it out in about 6 seconds.
I am going to just use my movement, all of a foot, to get behind the chest and kind of get a little cover.
Okay, I'll give you half cover on that.
Half cover.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ready my hand. You see it start to glow, and my eyes glow red again. And I cast another firebolt at this main hobgoblin.
The big hobgoblin or the goblins behind you?
The main one right here.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a ranged attack.
You said goblins are coming up behind me?
Goblins are coming up behind you, and they tried shooting at you, but they ricocheted off the chest.
Oh, I thought those were the hobgoblins. But
No.
What do I add to that? +4, so 14.
14 does not hit. It hits his armor, and you see it kind of sear red for a minute and then go out. And he's just standing there, motionless, emotionless as well, and just blank face staring towards Snow. And with that, I believe it is Snow. No, it's Gabriella's turn. Snow, you're next, and Galax, you're after that.
All right. So haven't actually been shot with an arrow, okay. And his taunt is like, "Oh, so you wish to see death? I got you." And then I'm going to aim my bow and again at it, and at this guy instead. Now that my tensions are drawn away.
All right.
And I will shoot his stupid face.
Roll me attack.
His stupid face gets hit with a dirty 20.
All right, that'll hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. Alrighty. That is a 6 plus 3, so that's 9.
You shoot it and it hits him like center mass, like right in the stomach, and he just looks up. He says, "Finally, a worthy challenge!" And he just stands back up and rips the arrow out, and blood gushes from his stomach. He's looking rough, but he doesn't seem fazed by it. He seems like he's just excited that he can fight. And
I'm going to like pretend to like. I'm not actually gonna do it because I don't want to cause damage. I'm going to twist the arrow slightly, making it look like I'm like taking the pain.
All right, but you're not actually doing it. Okay.
I'm not actually doing it, but can I do it like as like a sleight of hand kind of thing to kind of see if you could like.
Roll me a performance check.
Performance check. Okay, did not see that one coming, but okay. Let's see, where is it? Open here. Performance. Oh, I have a +3 in performance. Cool. Alrighty. 14.
He looks at you and he just looks at you. He says, "Big deal. Rip it out, scum." And that's all he says to you.
No thanks. It's fine where it is, darling.
All right. And with that, Snow, your turn.
I would like to stab him twice, please.
All right, roll me.
May I purchase
Stabby,
3
stabby.
stabs, please?
That is a 17 and a 23.
17 doesn't hit. 23 does. Roll me damage for it.
Eight damage.
All right. Beautiful. He takes another one on the other side this time. He says, "Unlock my scars to match." And he just calmly rips that out, and you can see the 2 holes that you left in both sides mirroring each other. And as you go for the second strike, he like hits your hand, and he like just stops. And he says, "We don't want to mess up the pair now." And he just smiles at you. And with that,
Is he
what?
starting to look rough at least?
He's not looking that rough. He's looking fine. He looks like he's ready to keep going. With that, Galax, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna send my hyenas, because they can move 50 feet.
Yep.
Because I'm assuming that, you know, it's a pair of hyenas, so they'll both be able to go on do the same thing, right?
Yep.
They can move a maximum of 50 feet. And this hobgoblin down here messed up and is now in range. So they are gonna sprint, and both of them are gonna attack him.
All right. Roll me attacks for both of them.
2 separate attacks, or 1 just for both?
2 separate. And that'll be your bonus action for this turn.
Alrighty. I was gonna say, I got +5. Okay, 7. 17 was the first
17 does not hit.
one. Natural 20, baby.
The other one does hit. So as the one goes and pounces, it tries to bite, and it just kind of skids off, and you kind of see a little bit of sparks just fly out into the distance. And as he like turns for that, the other one comes and tackles him and pulls him over and starts chewing on his side. Go ahead and roll me damage.
So I get
1 full die, 1 rolled, and then the bonuses.
So yeah, so I've got 6. I don't know. I've got to roll a d6. If I can get the dice out, that would be good.
You got this, buddy.
I got it. 5.
Plus
So
plus
6
the
plus
6.
5 plus 3.
All right. So as the
14.
hyena tackles him and throws him on the ground, it bites him and it tears the whole hunk out, and you can see like his guts like there as well. But the hyena doesn't stop. He starts scratching and biting and tearing, and he just rips his whole innards out, and he's just disemboweled on the floor. And during this, he's just silent. He's just silent, looking at the hyena tear him apart, and he's just like looks back at you. He says, Thank you for a good fight. And he like falls back down and dies out.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna die. I was like, wait, what? I am going to begin to cast Flame Blade. I need to concentrate for 10 minutes, and then
You realize how long 10 minutes is, right?
10
yeah.
minutes?
Oh wait, 10 minutes is long. I've
Yeah.
said it now, so I'm not doing it,
10 minutes is like 60 turns.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm
Don't
an
worry, we
idiot.
got it. We
No,
got this.
you
We'll
you
just
you
stop for
couldn't
time.
begin to cast it anyways, so like you're fine. You couldn't begin to cast
So
it. You already
one-
used your bonus action, and wait, no, you haven't used your action. What do you do for your
Oh wait,
action?
no, yeah, I was gonna say my action that's a bonus action. I saved my butt there.
Mhm.
I am going to. I mean, I can still move. I've just remembered I can still
Yeah,
move.
you can still move.
Alright. See. So I've got two-handed great falcons, right, or falchion.
Yes.
Am I able to wield them one in each hand, or is it? Because
No, it's a two-handed weapon. You would have to hold it in both your hands.
Okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it, and basically just sprint at him. So
Alright.
I'm gonna obviously move forward 10.
Sprint at the main one.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm literally just gonna go like this, straight down.
All right. Roll
on
me an
him.
attack.
Please. I don't know how much I actually get for damage with that because I don't know the item, but we'll see what happens. Hold on. Let me.
So I believe a regular falchion is a D6. I want to say. Hold on. I'll look it up for you.
Natural 20 again. Yes. Oh shit. I'm so happy.
What about a curved sword? Hold up.
Jeez, how many nat 20s have you had so far, Angie?
He's had a lot.
Yeah.
Not as many as I've
We'll
had
just
before.
what's the scimitar? The scimitar's a D6. I'll let you roll with a D8 instead.
All right. Well, I got a natural 20, so.
All right. So D8 plus another rolled one. And the falchion is only going to be strength. You have to add your strength mod.
All right. Where is my? Am I blind?
That's what I ask myself every day.
And my
Sorry,
mind.
Wait. So what was it? Sorry. So it's
D8.
already a D8,
D8.
and then plus.
Another D8.
2.
So 10 plus strength, which is a +2, so total of 12.
Yes.
All right. You swing down on him, and he just takes it. You see it yourself carve into his shoulder between his half plate and rip it out. And he just sees the blood splash on the ground. He says, "So, we'll have 2 of you then. I'm fine by these rules." And he looks at you, and he's ready to fucking just start swinging on everyone right now.
How is he? Is he looking good or bad now?
He's starting, like, you guys are starting to cover him in some blood, and you can tell that he's, like, slowing down a little bit. But he's still ready to fight. He's still
He's
going.
a beefy boy.
Both.
All right. And with that, Rosalind, I believe it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here.
All right. He is flanked now. So you'll get advantage on an attack.
Okay. I'm gonna attack again with the quarterstaff.
Bonk.
Or attempt to attack again with the quarterstaff.
All right.
So 11 plus 3.
11 plus 3 does not hit.
Okay, I got 16 with advantage.
16
So
plus...
16 plus 3 is 19.
That does hit. All right. Roll me damage.
So question, because this quarterstaff looks very weird on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
The damage has 1d6 plus 1, but then underneath it says 1d8 plus 1.
So that's if you're one-handing or two-handing. Since you have your shield out, you can only one-hand it.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, I don't understand why there's more than one thing on here.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's bonking it.
got it.
I just feel like
I got a
it's at
6.
his character.
Got a 6.
Nice.
And then plus 1, so 7.
Yep.
All right. You hit him in the back of the head. He said, "All right, make it 3."
I feel like Azzy's nature, just like the nature of Azzy, she's just like, bad, bonk.
Stop
Bad.
doing that, Peg.
Okay. All right. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
All right. The goblins start rushing up, and they're able to get up on top of you now, Keo, and they're right on the side of the floating disc. And one of them tries to just jab with his scimitar, and the other one will slice from the other angle. So they have you flanked on both sides here. So they will roll with advantage now. The first one rolled a 3. So that does not hit. The other one rolled a 21. So that will hit.
That hits.
Yep.
That hits.
So the first one, as he's trying to come up and slash, he doesn't realize that the box is still there, and he kind of just embeds his scimitar into the box, and he's like trying to yank it out. You just hear him go, like trying really hard to yank it out. And the other one that's coming up for the jab just gets you right in the side where your chainmail is already torn a little bit to like kind of allow for that breathability. And he will hit you for
25.
He'll hit you for 8 damage.
Alrighty.
And with that, it's the hobgoblin, the last one that's back here. He is going to run up on you, Gabriella, and he comes up, runs up to you, and he grabs the arrow in your side. He says, "This is how you do it." And with his bonus action, he's gonna pull it out. And you'll just take like 1 damage from that. He says, "Doesn't it feel good?" And then he also takes out his longsword, and he makes a wide slash right against you as well. He will hit a 16 plus 3, so 19. All right, and he's also going to use his special thing called Martial Advantage, which will do an extra 2d6 of damage. So that's not looking good.
Sounds like you're getting hit
The
for a
DM
lot.
doesn't like us, chat.
11 damage.
Ooh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Can I just like take it and just spit whatever bloodiness that's coming out of my mouth?
So he takes his sword and he like swings it wide, but he actively pulls back to try and give you a taste of like what his physical power is, and he just puts a giant gash across your chest right here, right above where your breast is, and it just like bleeds down a little bit. You can. What do you do?
That. What?
Nothing.
That blouse was from Bloomingdale's, damn it!
He says, "I don't even know what that is."
It's bad like finals. I don't even know who you are.
And that's his turn. The middle one will sit around, kind of just straighten up, look around at the 3 around you, and he grabs his sword, his giant claymore, 2-hands it, and just spins around in a circle trying to cut all of you at once. So he rolls. So he rolled a 24 for Snow. He rolled a 18 for Galax and a 12 for Rosalind.
Nope.
All right, but
Wait.
Galax and Snow, did he hit you all?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
How is he
now
doing?
you can
Is he
hit me.
going?
he's
he
spinning.
going in
He's
a-
spinning in a circle. He's actively spinning, trying to hit everybody at once. So he will use his martial advantage that he gets on Snow for that attack, because that was his initial target, which will hit for 14 total damage. And for Galax, he hits for 7.
I'm just gonna start laughing.
Is there are you still okay, Snow?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. And with that, it is Hana's turn again. You have 2 goblins on both sides of you, and a hobgoblin to the front right, and then a hobgoblin right in front.
All right. I'm going to. I'm gonna go ahead and just 2-weapon fighter or whatever, and
Yep.
I'm gonna slice. Were we saying that we allowed me to use my scimitar twice, or do I have to use?
So
something?
for 2-weapon fighting, scimitar can be a one-handed weapon, but the second weapon has to be light. The second weapon has
Okay.
to be light. I believe the actual rule is both of them have to be light, but fuck it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and use. Yeah, I'll use my scimitar to slash at the right one, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna draw the serpent dagger that I got, and I'm gonna try to stab back into the other one.
All right, roll me an attack roll for both of them. The dagger will be finesse, and the scimitar is either one. So
Finesse is
the dagger,
dex, right?
yeah, the dagger's finesse. The scimitar is also finesse. So both of them are finesse. You can use either dex or not.
Okay. First one, which is my scimitar, is 19 plus 4.
All right, the scimitar was the one on the right that you hit, right?
Yep.
All right, that hits.
Left one's gonna be 12 plus 4, 16.
Both of them hit. Roll me damage.
Perfect. Alright, so my scimitar is gonna be a 1d6 plus 4.
All right.
That is a 2. Gross. So 6 damage to that one.
You swing, and as you're swinging, it catches the side of his cheek, and you keep on following your swing all the way down to his arm, and it cuts his arm, and you see, like, it looks like you cut an artery because his blood starts gushing out in large quantities from his arm, and he just starts, like, growing pale as he looks up at you, and he just falls. He hits his head on the floating disc as he falls down, and he is dead.
Oh. Okay. As that slashes, my left hand guides back with the serpent dagger, and 4. Yes, 4 plus 4. So 8. Yeah.
4 plus 4. Go ahead and roll me an additional d4 on top of that.
Okay. 2. So
All right.
I'm rolling as a normal dagger, right? The 1d4
Yes,
plus
yes.
4. Okay. So yeah.
But
So 10.
so 10 total. All right. You take this and you jab down right into his collarbone, and he like holds on to it, like trying to hold on to his own life, and he like slowly but surely wrenches you from there. But as he does that, the blood spews out again, and it just was not the right move. It's kind of like when you get cut and you just kind of want to pinch it off sometimes. He rips it out, and it just spews all out, and just like his friend, he also hits his head on the floating disc as he falls down. And
Hell
he
yeah.
is down. All right. And with that, I believe it's Galax. No, I keep on thinking that it's somebody else. Gabriella, your turn.
Alrighty. Okay, I want to kind of like style on him a bit to prove like I'm not like just a princess. I want to. How big is this rock right here?
It's too big to lift.
No, not
Okay.
And
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna jump on it and I'm gonna try to stylistically.
All right, yeah, you
and
can do that.
And then I want to prepare like a shot, obviously to shoot into like straight down on him.
All right. Sorry, roll me an acrobatics check to jump onto the rock.
Excellent. This can only go so well until it doesn't.
Wow. How
Acrobatics.
accurate.
Ooh, okay, that's good. Thanks. 22.
22 on the acrobatics. You make it flawlessly. He tries to take a swing at you when you're jumping and backflipping, but he like tries to come up with it, and as you're backflipping, you just kind of curve around the sword with the swing, and you land perfectly on the rock.
Alrighty, and I'm going to fire off an arrow.
All right.
Its face.
Don't miss.
18.
18. That is just enough to hit. Roll damage for me.
Wait. Alrighty, and I have Colossal Slayer, so do
Yep.
2d8s essentially. So yeah. Ooh, all right, 11.
11 total.
And
Oh.
11. No, 11. And then this is the other 1d8. And then 11. So that's 20.
All right.
I have the high ground, you idiot.
All right, and that's enough to kill him. That you shoot down, and how many arrows do you launch at him at once here? Is it just 2?
Ooh.
1, 2.
I'm gonna do 2 of my unbreakable ones because I forgot to. There's so many arrows. Go back and forth.
So you draw him back and launch him at him. It hits both sides of his shoulder, and he falls back and pins to the wall. And as he's sitting there, he just goes. He like nods to you, and then he just like leans back into his death.
No, wake up! I'm still not done talking to you. No.
All right.
Oh, forget it.
So now we just have the last hobgoblin here. Just the man tank in here. All right. With that, it is Snow's turn.
Okay. I am going to stab again twice.
All right. As his reaction, when you're stabbing, you just hear a shout, and he, like, seems to be ready for fight, ready for combat. He's gonna use a legendary action, and he can make you roll with disadvantage right now.
Oh. So I have to roll. So I have to roll disadvantage for one or both.
For both. He inflicts, like, he's doing it towards you, so it's for any attacks you make this turn.
All attacks that I make?
This turn, yes.
Okay, so the first one is an 8.
All right.
That's a natural 1.
Oh,
All right.
no.
So,
Oh no.
So I don't do anything.
so the first one, you go to swing, and he easily just dodges it, like kind of slow motion. He steps to the side, and it just kind of jabs past him.
Oh, wait, because I'm flanked, I would have had advantage.
So would it cancel
I thought
out?
So would it canceled out?
Okay, it cancels out then. What are the 2
Shit.
attacks?
What did I roll?
I know 8 and then the 1. No, let's just re-roll the 1. Just re-roll the 1.
Okay.
2.
It would be. No, wait. In Kyo fashion, 4.
What is
24.
it? 24?
I rolled
Is
an
it
18.
Okay, so the first one, he steps out of the way as it just flies past his face, but as he does that, you notice an opening in his side as he's watching you, and you just go in and jab him in the side, right where it was originally, and you kind of turn the blade along with it. Go ahead and roll me damage.
I get sneak attack.
What was that?
I get sneak attack.
No, because it isn't advantaged anymore. The advantage and
Shit.
disadvantage cancel out.
Haha.
And it's only for advantage, right?
Yep.
That's annoying!
There's a reason that he's the one that's here.
No. If you don't... Okay. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5... Or you don't have disadvantage, which I don't have disadvantage.
You don't
Don't
have advantage. Just
technically
deal
have
with it. You don't.
disadvantage.
Just no.
You don't technically have disadvantage, no.
Because I just rolled double 6s on my sneak
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
14. No, 14 plus 4, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Still up.
Holy
Yes.
crap, dude.
I swear he's took plus 50 damage by now.
I swear, if you
Sorry.
start to Azzy's bonk, I swear to God, I'm quitting.
You're good with that, Lucid?
What?
The
Yeah, with the sneak attack doing.
sneak attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And as you do this and you turn the knife and pull it out, he just like falls to the ground, and like all of a sudden you see this aura starting to emit from him, and it does not look good. It's just like an aura just pulsing out from him, and he just releases, and you start seeing all this like different vines start growing out of him all around, and he pushes everyone back 10 feet. So everyone in his area gets pushed back 10 feet unless you make a strength saving throw. So you guys can throw for that if you want.
Dark
He
Souls,
gets
phase
all
2.
this as a reaction?
No, this is due to him getting low on health. This is due to him getting low
16.
on health. What'd you get? 16, you get pushed back.
Damn it.
So you get
Alright.
pushed back 10 feet.
You got a 1.
9.
9, you get pushed back 10 feet.
So I got a 2.
Pushed back 10 feet. And he just bursts out, and as you see this, like, multiple vines start throwing out of him, attaching to different walls, and you see his eyes kind of just go blank and black, and he's just and he's just like losing control of his body. It looks like these vines sprouting from him start covering up his whole body, and then as he's about to be fully encapsulated by his own vines, all of a sudden it just goes dark. Then you guys hear and you guys cannot see a thing. You're enshrouded by this whole sphere of darkness around you guys.
Can't we still see?
You cannot see because this is a magical darkness. This is a magical
Unless
darkness.
if you have a for it.
Yep. So this is a magical darkness none of you guys can see. You reach your hand out in front of you. You can't even see the fingertips on your hands. And then all of a sudden, in the silence of the cave, all you hear is... You've outlived your usefulness. And you hear... And then all the darkness goes away. And all you see is the limp, lifeless corpse of the hobgoblin that was attacking you on the ground with the vines just out of him, and the vines look dried up, and he just has a single hole in the back of his head, and where his nose would be, his nose just isn't there anymore. His nose has a hole in it as well.
I would like to inspect the body.
All right,
Ow. What do I roll? Do I roll?
investigation.
I'm taking back my arrows.
This is spicy.
16 plus 3, but I'm proficient in it as well. So
Alright.
19 plus proficiency is 21.
You look at the markings. Are you looking at specifically the hole that showed up?
Just everything. Just
You notice
everything.
all the wounds, all the blood that's came out, but for some reason where the wounds used to be, they already seem like healed up scars. There doesn't seem to be anything there that indicates that he had a recent fight. The only thing there is the one bullet hole through his head. Around the bullet hole, you also notice some black residue that looks like was there deposited from the noise that was made.
Are we still in initiative or?
You guys are out of initiative now. You guys can do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up onto here. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Fine, I can't move. Brilliant. I'm gonna move onto here
All
and
right.
inspect the corpse that was on there that he was crying over because I want to see why.
You go walk up to the corpse, and there's something odd about it. The features are distinctly a hobgoblin, but definitely a female variety of hobgoblin. And for some reason, their face is really sunken in, and it looks paler than the red shown on most of the other hobgoblins that you guys have seen so far. And there's this pink liquid, I mean not pink, purple liquid oozing from the side of their mouth.
Can I inspect said liquid?
Yeah, go ahead and inspect it. What do you do with it?
I am gonna. So you know the what did I pick up? I picked up the red flask, the red liquidy
Yep.
flask. I don't know if I want to do this or not. Wait, hold on. Let me see what I have in my inventory.
I'm gonna finish cleaning out the chest and start to climb inside it and just slowly just
All right.
close it.
All right, you're able to do that.
Okay, I have an oil flask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna empty my oil flask and try to put this purple liquid in the flask.
All right. You got a flask of purple something from the dead hobgoblin.
I'm gonna go climb up on the floating, I guess, disc with Hana.
Alright.
And I'm going to, for 10 minutes, cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do? Snow, or you want to
Does
go look
that
for your
Fully heal me.
the child?
So Prayer of Healing, I
Yes.
have to, it's a 10-minute cast time. You regain 2d8 plus 4 hit points, and it's up to 6 creatures.
Okay, yeah.
You
Do
said
I-
there were like dried up vines as well.
4d8 hit
Two-
points up to 6 creatures, so it's a pool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
Do
a
you
pool to
want
be
me
distributed.
to do that now and roll that now?
2d8.
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean,
Wait.
she rolled that now.
Prayer of healing.
Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of healing is you roll and then everybody gets whatever is rolled.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
2d8.
Yeah.
Is
it's
that
not
a
a pool.
It's
is that
different
your
from
level
one
2
hand.
spell? Is that a level 2 spell? Because I think you're
That's
at a
my
level.
level 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
2d8.
You said there were
3
dried up
plus
vines as
2
well.
is 5.
There's dried vines on his body. It's the
Plus
vines that you
4.
saw shooting out all over the place when he was just like crouched and the aura was emanating from him.
Okay, I
That's
want to take a
9.
step out of that.
It's
Alright.
9.
You got some dried vines. All in sources indicate that it's just normal vines that you'd find in a forest or anything. What was that, Azzy? Or
It's-
Rosalind? Sorry.
I got a 5 plus 4, so 9.
All right. You rolled 5
Wait.
with 4d8.
2d8. I got a 3 and a 2.
Oh, I thought it was 4d8.
No, it's 2d8 plus 4.
Okay. So a 9. So that's
Yeah.
everybody restores 9 hit points, and then what were you doing, Snow? You were gonna.
I am investigating.
All right.
I
Roll me
am
an
looking for something very specific.
roll an investigation check for me.
21.
21. You frantically run over to different rocks and such and start just throwing them apart, like peeling them back and looking at them. Nothing in those piles. You run over to the stalagmite, start looking behind. No fur, nothing. This room is just barren, empty. It looks like it was just a living space for the captains of the goblins that lived here. There's no hint of anybody that was taken this way. And the mysterious guy that was with y'all is just looking around like with you, trying to figure out where they could have gone from here. There's no exits. No exits other than up, but you
Can
know
I
that hobgoblins
go-
can't fly.
Oh, sorry. Can I go on to like the center thing?
Yep.
Like the center. Is there anything there? Like,
You see Galax and you see the dead hobgoblin woman once again, just purple spilling out of her mouth.
are there any like markings, or do I notice anywhere that's like particularly worn on the ground, or like?
You notice that there's a couple bedrolls up on the flat surface here, where it seems that the two people, you know, the one main hobgoblin and the one that he named, that's lying there now, might have slept, but other than that, no markings of any sort.
And the tracks that we were following, they led out into this way.
The tracks that you were following were 2 big tracks, a small set of tracks, and then a drag trail, all led down this way.
And they came out into this open cavern.
Yes. They did.
I don't know what else to do other than investigate, and I didn't find anything.
Are you guys gonna do anything else? Are you guys gonna... Is there anything else that you guys have that you want to do?
Can I search her body?
Yeah.
Dead
So
one.
go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Oh, that's Kiyoshi. Guess what I rolled?
Is it my favorite number?
Yeah. uh, so
So,
That's a total of 8.
All right, you search the body. She seems to not really be a fighting type. She had what looked to be a quarterstaff on her and a little book, but in her little shirt pocket, you notice a little letter, and you pull that out. And I will deafen you guys up real quick while I read the letter to Kel. Okay, guys?
Fair enough.
What?
All right. So, the letter reads as follows. It says, on decree of the royal family of our organization, you are to bring the child here forthwith. If failure to do so will result in immediate termination from our society. And then down below, it says signed YKW. No other knowledge other than that. That's all that's on there.
It just says that they had to bring him.
Yeah, it just says bring him to our organization forthwith.
Oh no. Oh no.
No other discernible
Oh,
features
no.
about the letter.
And I don't notice, like, there's no seal or anything.
No seal. It's an unsealed letter just folded up. It looks like it was more than likely handed in
And it's
by
from,
hand.
what's his name?
It's signed YKW.
Oh. YKW.
Yes.
I don't recognize that, do I?
No, you don't recognize it at all.
Okay. Is there anything else?
There's nothing else on the body.
Okay. Ah! Ah!
Kel, can you not do the
Ah!
Oh, okay. Kel, can you not do the
Okay.
Macaulay Culkin just like Home Alone thing? God, that makes me want to know even more.
All right. And as you read this message and finish reading it up, you see a figure standing on top of the stone arch, and you can make it out clearly. It's a humanoid figure. And then as soon as you look up and you like trade on it, vanishes out of sight.
Did guys just see that?
Can I
Did you
roll to
see-
see if I saw it?
You would have saw it. You're close enough. Gabriella would have saw it, but since Hana's in the chest and Rosalind is so far away, I will have Rosalind roll a perception check to see if she saw it.
Oh, yay, my favorite.
How much proficiency do you have in
Plus
6.
6. Look, I got a 6. Plus 6.
So
I get
12?
12.
You didn't see it. You might have saw the disappearing like smoke figure, but you did not see the apparition standing there full form.
Why
Did I
can
see
I
any
not see anything?
Did I see any detail?
You didn't see any detail. It just seemed to be a completely black, like midnight black figure just standing there.
Shouldn't have had that burger for lunch.
Can I climb up on top of it and see if I can, like, look out and see anything?
Yep.
With my
Go-
climbing skills?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Snow, what do you see with your tabaxi eyes?
I hate it.
Jesus, Kiyoshi, you've cursed me.
Let's go!
That's a 7.
That's enough, honestly, for you to see this. You see another figure, same as before, just on like behind the chest where the floating disc is, and then again, like before, as soon as you see it, it's gone,
Just vanishes.
vanishes, thin air.
Like, doesn't, like, move into, like, behind shadows and then, like, I don't
Nope.
see where it went.
It just
It's, like,
vanishes.
Is it Harry Potter?
Nobody
I
else.
don't know.
Nobody else saw the second figure.
Can I use a spell?
What spell?
Detect magic.
Go ahead.
It takes 10 minutes to do anything, so I'll be a little while. But I'm just saying now that I'm
No,
casting it.
the thing is, you're out of initiative right now, so you can cast it. and
Yeah.
It'll pretty much pass pretty fast.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So
I will climb back down and reread the letter and just sit there and stare at the letter.
What
Cry
you
a
got
little
there,
bit.
Snow?
Nothing.
Are you sure about that?
I just.
Yoink.
Are you trying to steal it? Are you trying to steal it?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll for me. Roll
Do I
sleight
have
of
to
hand,
roll?
and you roll sleight of hands against each other.
Oh no.
Oh no.
4? Is it a 4?
4? It's a
It's
4.
not 1, isn't it?
It's a 2.
I got 15.
All
I
right,
got a total of 10.
Galax takes the message, and he reads it. Do you read it aloud or what?
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm a dick, but not that much of a dick. I'm just gonna read
Alright.
it.
You're gonna
Your
what?
diary, Bobby. Is
All
I
right.
think he's gonna read it to himself, so bye guys.
Yep.
Yeah?
Hold up 1 second.
Ah!
It reads. I'm leaving Kel
Yeah.
unmuted, but it reads: "Bring the child to our organization forthwith. Any failure to do so will result in complete termination from our society. Signed, YKW."
Can you say that again?
Bring the
Yeah, I
child.
know.
Bring the child to our organization forthwith. Any failure to do so will result in immediate termination from our society. Signed, YKW. Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm good now. Sorry, I just wanted to write it all.
All right. Welcome back.
I'm upset. I got 2 people now, and I'm upset.
All right. So what do you guys do? You crumple it up?
I think.
Wow. Rude.
Wait, where did he throw it?
Where do you
Back
throw
to
it?
Kel. Back to
Alright.
the tabaxi.
All right.
I will put it in
I-
my bag.
All right.
Mm,
Okay. We have to get back to town, and I need to ask a few people a few questions.
What about this small tabaxi you're looking for?
He's not here.
I thought there's no exit to this cave.
And I look up at the hole in the ceiling.
What, he flew away?
Not him, but there are means of exiting from this point.
Very well, I could use away.
All right. So are you guys starting to leave the cave?
Yeah. We need
Yeah.
a
All right.
rest. We need a rest.
We need rest.
All right, guys. So that's the yawning cave. But as you guys are leaving, you one more time before you leave, you turn back towards the corpse that you left, just sitting there with the purple liquid, and you see the black figure, Kel, just kneeling over the corpse. But this time it doesn't disappear. He stays kneeling over it.
How far away am I?
You're probably about 60 feet at this point, since you guys were
I
starting
am
to walk away.
going to throw my dagger at the floor.
All right, go ahead and throw it. Roll me
I
attack.
do not have disadvantage because I took sharpshooter.
Go ahead.
Or is
4.
it a 4?
I rolled another 2, so that is a total of 8.
You throw the dagger, and you see it glide straight towards the figure. And when it gets to the figure, it just passes through.
I would like to go and collect the dagger, please.
As you turn to go collect, he stands up, and it looks as if he turns to you, but you can't really tell which side is his front or back. He turns to you, and he just points, and then he's out
Where?
of there.
He points at me.
He points at you, and then he's out of there again.
Oh no.
On my
Okay.
way, on our way out, can I grab all the arrows from the?
No, did you grab the
I'm gonna
book?
grab my hand axe as well.
All right.
Okay,
No.
I'm back to like.
Can I have
16
grabbed the
then.
book before we left or no? Too late.
I just
now?
like-
You
was
didn't know
tossing
that the
things.
book was there.
Okay.
So, is that it? Are you guys leaving now?
I guess we're leaving.
If you have nothing else to do, if you don't want to inspect anything, you can leave now.
I would like
mean,
to inspect the crack that I told no one.
All right.
I could see light through.
All right, so that is in the other room, back in the slave hold room. So where you guys are leaving, you see Ahana just kind of peek up out of the box and like jump down and go towards the shelves of the cupboards and like look behind the crack. The only thing you can see without moving the cupboards is just a small room with what looks like a pedestal, but you can't make out what's on the pedestal there. It's just a weird room that has nothing to do with anything else.
What are you doing over there, little one?
And I can't. Yeah, I can.
You can try and move the cupboards back and get in.
Okay.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Everybody sees this. Everybody sees this.
I would like to walk.
She's
over
coming
and
out of a
rip the cupboard
chest, so it's kind of hard to miss it.
Okay. Yeah. It's like.
I would like to
little
rip
one,
the
what are you
cupboard off the
doing?
wall.
What?
I want to rip the cupboard off the wall.
All right. Go ahead and roll me attack real quick.
Little friend, don't worry, I've got you.
Thank you.
18 plus.
All right.
Strength, which would be dirty 20, I assume.
Yep. So deal the damage real quick.
The damage.
But I'm ripping it off the wall.
Oh, you're ripping it off the wall? Okay. Sorry. So you rip it off the wall, and instead of it ripping, it isn't really attached. You just kind of pull on it, and it all falls down. The potions crash to the ground that were on it, and a mixture of tie-dye looking greens, blues, and yellows kind of seep out onto the ground. But
Thanks,
back
dude.
behind now, on like inside the room, you can see a little pouch on top of the pedestal on one corner, and then for some reason there is a shield with what looks like ivory horns coming up out of it, perched on the pedestal there.
So as this happens, he kind of screws everything up as I was investigating it on my own, and I look back with my serpent dagger and I kind of hiss at him, and you can tell I'm really freaking pissed that he just screwed this all up. And I look back and I quickly run in to secure the pouch.
All right. You pick up the pouch, and it sounds like there's coins in it. You jingle it around a bit. You open it up, and you see that there's about 5 gold, 5 silver, and maybe 20 cob in there. So 20 copper.
I would like to take the shield.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh God.
You're gonna die.
Yep. Oh. No, I'm not, because natural 20.
Again?
Doesn't necessarily mean you're good. You take the shield, and then immediately you're. Who has me?
Me.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's just a current like whispering is like piercing your head, and it is painful, but somehow relieving at the same time. It pierces your head multiple like times when it's talking, and you can feel it like needle pricks going along your brain, and it goes, "Speak thy name."
Cock.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you feel the shield heat up, and it says, "I wouldn't play games with me, mortal."
Who are you?
So you're so polite now.
I've gone by many names. Some just call me the Ivory Shield. Others call me Callum. Names are irrelevant when it comes to people like me.
And none of us can hear this, right?
None of you can hear this. It's just a conversation going on inside of Galex's head.
Oh, okay. So he's not talking out loud or anything.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, good.
Galax could be talking loud, but the shield is not.
Yeah, you guys hear Galax responding to the shield.
Oh,
but you can't hear the shield itself.
Always this crazy.
I'm gonna try and persuade it that I'm a good choice for its new owner.
Alright, roll me persuasion.
That's gonna be a mess, isn't it?
Sounds like
Your
it.
shield has now self-destructed. Goodbye.
Self-destruct sequence activated. 5, 4, 3, 2,
14.
14. What do you say to it?
I may not know, or I may not understand you fully, but I do know this. I need a shield, and I feel like you would be the perfect fit.
You hear a pause for a moment. The needles recede. And all you hear is, I have no owners. Just simple people that ferry me from place to place.
I am one of those people now.
We will see in due time. But for now, it would be nice if you could get me to the 3-point market. And then all the needles recede from your brain. The sort of relief / pain at the same time kind of relieves as well. But where you picked up the shield, your hand is now starting to show a little bit of withering. Nothing affected it other than that, but you see your fingers are kind of like skinnier, kind of emaciated looking for some reason. And as you look down at him, the shield says, "No need to fear. It is just a little bit of insurance." And that's all you hear from the shield.
Galax, you doing all right in there? Okay then.
All right.
No strange voices and.
I'm used to strange voices in my head. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying in my head. I'm used to strange voices.
All right.
I
Ga- Galax, we have to go now.
I have a present for you.
Oh, darling, what is it? I draw my bow. Just as it's like, mine's bigger.
All
I'll
right.
hit you before you hit me.
Do you
Don't
think this is a good idea in this small enclosure to be drawing your weapons on each other?
Rosalind, he threatened me.
That's not a threat!
It's close enough.
Gabriella, you really don't know the way of this world.
I'm learning.
Not well.
All right.
Learning is a process.
Would you be able to tell me, so I gained a coin pouch.
Yes, a coin pouch.
I would say-
Could you tell me exactly how much I got?
5 gold, 5 silver, 20 copper.
Perfect.
Can you translate that to ounces?
I hate it. You mean pounds?
No, just straight up
And you
ounces.
said 20 copper, right?
Yes, 20.
What about grams?
Oh,
All right. Are you guys just leaving now? Just leaving Galax to his newfound shield?
Is
I
there
mean-
anything else in there? Are there any potions that didn't
Nothing.
break anything else? Nothing.
Nothing.
Can I
One.
offer the red
was-
potion that I got?
Just a
Two.
coin pouch and the shield.
Can I offer the potion that I picked up before that to Herman?
The red
Like
potion?
Dan, sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it. Dagger still in hand. I sort of put my dagger away, feeling kind of stupid. Although I'm still a little mad. Like I
You
feel
don't have a
dumb
red
that I pulled
potion.
it on him, but I also feel kind of mad still that he messed up the potions. But
There you
I'll
go.
take that.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Are you guys leaving now?
Yep.
We
I
didn't
wanna go
see
back.
anything going on with the shield, right?
No. You
No,
just you
sorry.
just
Yeah.
saw
We
him
just
pick.
heard him.
You just saw him pick it up, and then Angry was talking to himself for a little bit.
Hey, nice new shield.
Hope it isn't cursed.
Thanks.
And I will make my
shit.
way back.
All right. And as you guys are leaving, you're going towards the mouth of the cave, and you get out and you see the sun just crests out the entrance and your world is brought back to light. It's little orangish skies, and it's looking like it's about dusk time, where the sun's gonna set down and about to end for the night. And maybe about an hour or so, it'll be completely nighttime out here. And as you guys take your first few steps out of the cave, you just hear,
Oh God, frickin'.
and it's darkness again. Each one of you hears a click behind you, just, and then cold metal pressed to the back of your heads. And all you hear is, I wouldn't make another step unless you want an introduction to the sticks. And we're gonna end it there for today.
How do you spell it? Is the stick spelled S-T-I-C-K or is it S-T-Y-X?
STYX. So yeah, that's it for today.
I don't recognize that, do I?
You don't recognize any voice there. Nothing.
Okay. The name of the group doesn't ring any bells?
The sticks, he's referring to the river Styx.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you know that he is referring to the river Styx. So.
I didn't, Snow does.
It's high noon.
Mm-hmm. So, that's all he says. And you guys feel the cold metal and the cock of the gun. That's it.
Very exciting.
So yeah, that's it for today, guys.
I love it.
You guys got through the yawning cave. I hope you guys had fun.
I got a magical shield.
I got money.
Oh
I got
my
a
God.
bunch of disappointment.
Hey, you must be me to my mother.
Ancient
I got
Greece.
fours.
Ancient Greece and its
Yeah.
religious beliefs exist in this world. Tim, gods transcend worlds.
And
That's the whole
dimension.
aspect.
I would
Anyways,
like to point out that I got 4 natural 20s today.
you did.
I
Yeah.
know.
You made
I
it
got
difficult.
a
at
natural
points.
one
By the
day.
way, I made up one of the abilities for the hobgoblin that you guys were coming up on, just because like I was trying to stall a little bit. That way you guys killed the other people first. Just so you know that.
I got a natural one and I can't see anything still.
But yeah, that is your first encounter with what was known as Kashto was that guy's name. It was Kashto, and then his significant other was Anila, something like that.
Nephilia.
Nephilia, that's it.
She
Yeah.
wasn't a Neelan, she was a lion.
But
A
yeah,
lion down dead.
No, she was a dead end.
Angry, I have some interesting stuff to talk to you about now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And Kel, you'll find out more next time about the letter.
Ooh, yeah.
You'll find out more next time about that letter. But
Oh.
Yeah.
before we end it off, can we just go ahead and
Secret.
I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out, and I would like you guys to talk about your channels for a little bit. So why don't we go ahead and start with Kyo, since he wasn't here last time to talk about his channel, buddy. What do you do on your channel on Twitch over there, Kyo?
Hello everyone, my name's Kiyoshi Kid. Today, we're gonna be opening Pokemon cards.
Oh my god.
So if you are interested at
Oh my
all
gosh.
in getting in on this, you let me know, and I might make bad decisions because I need to go pick up sleeves. So while I'm out looking at sleeves, I might also potentially pick up more cards.
He's gonna pick up more cards. Let's be real.
We're
He's
gonna do a
gonna pick
pack
up more cards.
openings
More
today,
cards.
and it's 20
That's how you draw
bucks.
Da Vinci.
And you get randomized to typing, and all hollows and reverse hollows get shipped out to you
Mm-hmm.
within the US and Canada. And yeah, that's gonna be that. We have 2 more spots at 20 bucks and then another 5 at 25. So
And of course, if
about
you
it.
guys want to watch that, he has his media panel down there. It is his character Hana Hakama. He can be followed over at Kiyoshi_Kid, guys. How about you, Flip? You're next.
Hi. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Flip. I got hit by a car today, but I'm okay. I have nerdy shirts. I play Gabriella Blackwood, the hoity-toity princess, Azamar. But when I'm not in the campaign, I am streaming Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and sometimes some surprise streams at 6 p.m. Over at Twitch. A variety streamer usually does first-person shooters if I'm not already tilted by them. I have Twitter and Instagram available for you to follow. Some has food, some has dad jokes.
Thank you so
Hog, hog,
much,
hog.
Flippy. Yo, how about Azzy next?
My name is Azrael, or Azzy. I'm a variety streamer. I play Rosalind Lapis. I usually stream on Monday and Friday, and then either Tuesday or Wednesday. It kind of switches. I'm also one of Flip's mods, so you can usually find me over in his channel.
Okay. Is that anything else you want to say?
I have a YouTube, don't really use much on it. It has my Overwatch highlights, if you want to see my Overwatch highlights. But I do a lot of first-person shooter or like Terraria or VR games.
Heck yeah. And Angry. Go ahead and talk about your channel, buddy.
Go full British.
Recently changed my name. I'm now Angry with 3Ys _RJ. If you wonder what RJ is, it's just my initials. We won't talk about that. But I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Monday I do Pokemon shiny hunting. Wednesday I can play any game, and from the looks of it, fun fact, I am going to be playing Star Wars Fallen Order.
Ooh, good game.
Let's go.
Good game.
Friday,
Fun.
I do dungeon hunting, so I go in the new dungeons that Pokemon Sword and Shield. We got a shiny Phalanx yesterday in the first den, so I was very happy about that. And then on Sundays before D&D, we will either be doing Pokemon card openings or playing the Pokemon TCG or Paladins, because you know your boy loves a bit of Paladins. But yeah, I usually stream Pokemon. If not, it will be the random games that we haven't. I have a Pokemon-based channel point challenge at the moment, so if anyone wants push for that goal, we'll be doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge if that goal is achieved. So
Yeah.
we
All right. And last but not least, Kels, do you have anything to end us off on?
Go follow all the wonderful people that just spoke, please. If you want, you can follow me too, Calbells98 on Twitch, but I can't promise any content.
Go follow Kel.
I just
Yo,
following.
yo, affiliate before she streams? Question mark.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If I reach enough followers, I will do a
I think
Oh,
you
love
already have enough follers, Skills.
Oh my
I have
gosh, I love it.
4 followers, I think.
You have 6 now. You're
Oh,
welcome.
look at that. Thanks, guys.
Let's go.
Anyways, other than that, thank you guys so much for playing. I'm gonna hop out and say goodbye to Chad and thank him for coming out. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye.
It was great.
Mwah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys missed the first episode, it is also up on YouTube, and it will be in the same playlist as this, so if you guys want to watch it, please feel free. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your nights, and bye-bye.